I'm shooting strays everywhere.
Yeah, that was a wild pew. That was a wild pew off we had. It's gravy day, everybody. Happy motherfucking gravy day. Pass the Gravy, episode 460. Alex, Pat, and Bobby jokes back at it again. Let's crack a beer. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. All right.
Normally, I've at least had one or two sips of something throughout. This is my first sip of the day. I've had a semi-busy morning that started when I woke up at 11.
Mine as well. I forgot to drink water all day too, so that's on me.
I mean, I've had flavored water. Does that count?
That does count. Does mineral water count as like hydrating water? Like if you
why not?
Ran
it's water.
I don't know. I feel weird. So for Cinco de Mayo, we bought mineral water, and we're making ranch waters with it. But like, if you run a marathon, like, does it hydrate you just as much as bottled water?
I mean,
you just burp a little bit.
Okay, mineral water? Or are you talking about like the flavored waters?
That's what mineral water is, right? Like Topo Chicos.
That's not flavored water. That's mineral. Yes, that's just as hydrating. It's water.
It is flavored. It's flavored like Nichols. That's just what I like. I feel like mineral water to me, which I'll drink it. I don't know why. I've just become accustomed to the taste of mineral water. Like it tastes like just somebody left change in a glass and you're drinking that.
Well, it's just got a little natural carbonation and stuff from it. There's a little bit more sodium. Like most of the time, I don't drink when I'm at work. I don't drink just like regular water. I like soda water. I like it to have that little bit of a bubble fizz to it, you know, because and all that is adding carbonation into the water. Now, because I get it out of the soda gun. Now, if you get like soda water, yeah, there's gonna be little bits of sodium in that, but that's like out of a bottle. But that's life, small. It doesn't matter.
It's part of life. I guess that was an early Precome segment thing we can get right into. I got quite a few things for the Precome segment that have just come to mind. First off, I just want to let you guys know, you guys can keep me accountable, and by accountable, when I stop doing this, you can call me out on it. I'm gonna get ripped because I got suckered into one of those late night TV commercials where, look at all this. It's 25 pounds of resistance right now, fellas. It's my Oyo gym. There was some F1 driver who I don't know. It was late at night and he was like, I use this and I can take it on the road. I'm always trying to work out, but you can't always find a gym. And I was like, yeah, I can't always find a gym either, even though there's one in my apartment complex in the new building that I'm working at. But I want this that I won't use, just like the bow that I don't use. Like there was
so for everyone just listening, Alex has a thing where basically it's a little device in the middle with a bungee cord on each side, and you just pull to the outside.
But these are resistance.
So your arms are like out, like you're trying to fly away.
But you can do like, see, I can get a little.
Oh, he's behind his back now.
Little triceps, little bicep.
Have you tried working the top of the shoulder where you just hold it in front of you and one hand at a time straight out?
Oh yeah, like there's 167 workouts that are provided in the little booklet that came with it. Like think just about like how jacked I can get. Like wedding coming up, I gotta wait a couple weeks probably before I order a tux because I'm gonna be jacked by the time it gets there. Like, oh hey, sorry, I'm gonna go up a couple sizes. Can you make it more muscle fit?
Well, at the very least, your sleeves are gonna be tight. Those arms are gonna look good. You have the biceps, bro.
Yeah, but Oyo Gym, OYO personal gym is what it is.
No free ads, but there's one.
But I mean, I'm just telling you guys. So that is my new like shake weight type purchase.
Yeah, can I have that in 3 weeks when you're done with it?
Yeah, probably.
And then can I have that 3 weeks after you're done with it, Pat?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 3 days when I'm done with it.
So my goal is I'm just gonna sit on the couch and
and watch TV.
Little bicep curls, little tricep workout. They got these straps that you can put on your ankles. And so you can do like feet workouts and like leg workouts. You can do squats with it. I'm going to be in such great shape. Best shape of my life. People say as you get in your 30s, your body starts to decline. You know what? It's going to be hot Alex summer coming up.
Try late teens for me on that one. It's been downhill ever since then.
Well, I think 30 is like when you turn 30, your body starts like decaying, and that's when it's just like falling up. It's actually falling apart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely happening for me.
Yeah, it's getting there. You're making it work, buddy. You're making it work. And hey, if you want to borrow my Oyo gym, you can get in great shape like I'm gonna be. I should like maybe next week, this time next week, I'm just gonna have like sleeves off, no sleeves on this. And you're gonna be like, damn, Alex, did you buy some guns? I'm like, no, I just been working out.
I gotta start using my Bowflex dumbbells again.
There,
I was good for a
there,
while with those, and then I just stopped.
there needs to be a real thing that can like, you can just pay a ton of money for, and it just gives you like instant muscles, like steroids.
It's called plastic
yes.
surgery.
No, but you can't get muscles with it.
Yeah, you can. They're fake. I mean, people get fake asses all the time. You think you can't get a fake bicep? It's called liposuction and implants. I got calf implants, dog. Not that I needed. I got sexy ass calves.
I remember that guy on True Life. He was like, I just hate my calves. I was like, all right, dude. Well,
Johnny Drama?
no, it was like True Life. I have body image
Dysmorphia?
whatever it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be ripped, and I need everybody to hold me accountable to it. So if you see me out there, be like, Alex, getting a little chubby. You've been hitting that OYO gym, but then
Yeah.
also I'd like the compliments when I start reaping the benefits. Like
and you know what? I haven't
have
been drinking
pecs,
enough
bro.
water.
I want to
either,
learn
so
how to
everyone-
do the pec
Get
thing.
back on it where every day tweet at me and Alex and just say, Alex, have you worked out today? Pat, are you drinking enough water? Because I'm okay, but I need to increase my water intake again.
We need accountability coaches. And
Yeah.
Robert's too nice to us sometimes.
We're accountability buddies. We can't keep each other accountable.
Buddies.
We're just buddies.
Exactly.
I need some more of y'all. Me and another guy at work. We're the hydro boys, but now he just drinks tea instead of water. So I need some
That's
new
not great
hydro
for
boys
you.
who wants.
It's not great for you.
That's what I tell them. Drink more water. I need some more hydro homies. So whoever wants to join me, we can make some hydro homie shirts.
Accountabilities. I like that a lot. Okay, what else did I have? All right, so I wrote this down too because I just wrote how far have we gone with razors? Like when have we reached like shaving razors peak? It's definitely we've already reached the mountaintop of shaving razors and stuff to shave with, because it's like we added another blade and another comfort strip, and now it's got a battery-powered vibrating handle that'll help you get those hairs even better. Now there's a thing on the back that you can trim up with and edge up with, which is a totally different blade than the other blades, but it does the same thing as the other blades. I don't understand.
I've never used the back blade.
They keep. I'd kind of like it on the sideburn a little bit. It gets a little straight.
It's just one blade
edge right there. Yeah, but you can just kind of like. It like lines it up a little bit.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that. I mean, not that I've used it in years anyway, but we've definitely hit the pinnacle. Because think about it, we went from straight blades for a long time. Then everybody's dad had the 2-blade razor. That's what, and then eventually the Schick Hydro 3 came out, and then after 3 it was 4, and then 5. Very quickly we got up to 5. I think I've seen a 6, but it just doesn't get promoted anymore, and I've never seen a 7. So and that's 6 the 5 definitely came out like 15 years ago, and the 6 was sometime shortly after that. Nobody's gone more. We've hit the pinnacle. Like the technology exponentially grew. It was like the .com bubble, and then it burst, and we are where we're at now.
Right, because it's like, well, it's for women too now. I mean, it's strong enough for a man, but built for a woman. I think that's deodorant, but play it as the secret.
Well, they've got Nair and everything too, man.
The Venus,
and then
we've got what it is.
We've got those laser hair removal things that people can use. That's technically the pinnacle. But some people want to that'll like just kill your follicles and you won't grow hair anymore. Good for you if you want that. I like being a hairy guy. I'm a man's man that doesn't do manly things.
So I'm seeing that the 5-blade razor was introduced in 2005.
Okay.
17 years. I was pretty close with 15.
I remember those though. And it was like, all right, 5 blades seems like enough to shave with.
That's what I used in college, the blue and purple one. Or I mean blue and orange one.
Being in like a focus group or like research and development for a like razor, like for Gillette has to be awesome. Because like, what if we added another comfort strip so you don't chafe, and then we added 6 more blades, and they're like, fucking great idea, but hold on, let's just make it 7 blades, then we'll add an 8th blade next year, then we'll add a 9th blade, and it's like, all right, done, perfect. There's our R&D for the next decade.
No, I bet they did that, and everyone was like, no, that's too many blades, so they stopped at 5 or maybe 6. Some companies, I'm telling you, I feel like I saw a 6, and then like those commercials died quickly.
There was a commercial on the other day though, that like that's what made me bring this up, where it was like the latest in razor blade technology. I'm like, razor blades don't really have technology. Like they're sharp, they cut things. What else? Like, can it predictively cut stuff? Like, even when it knows you need to shave, it shaves for you. That's
unless
maybe
razor
the
blades
way
start
that it
giving
can-
winning bets, I'm out.
I would like that. I would like that too. And they chop up your cocaine for you too.
Maybe your cocaine.
Not a cocaine guy, but speaking of
Too
speaking
fat
of
to do cocaine.
Speaking of cocaine guys though, or drugs in general, I've been Emma and I've been rewatching the show Weeds that was on Showtime, and they run a drug front in it, and I just really want to like launder money right now. Like it just seems like it's got to be cool to be like I always assume that the calendar shops in the malls are just money laundering fronts. It's like you buy calendars one time a year. How are you guys renting this place? It doesn't make sense.
Laundromats.
Right, but it's
Those
like
are-
just little things like that. Where Ozark, they laundered a lot of money, like strip clubs,
Cash-based businesses.
casinos, hotels, like stuff like that. Yeah, cash-based businesses. I just want to launder money. It seems like it'd be cool. Which brought me to my idea here that I wanted to talk about. It's I've been watching a lot of Bar Rescue. I had last week off, and on Paramount Network, there's like from 7 a.m. until about noon, it's just Bar Rescue marathon. And so I was catching up on some Johnny Taff, and I thought it would be funny if like there was an episode of Bar Rescue that John Taffer goes to rescue the bar. Like this bar in wherever, this bar in the eastern part of Colombia is opening up the books for Bar Rescue. And it's just a drug front. Like if John Taffer went to Bar Rescue, a money laundering front, and didn't realize what it was, just like he'd be so pissed. He's sitting in the car doing the surveillance the first night. He's like, all right, so what we've got here, this is Jose, this is Julio over here, and these are our bartenders. They're in Colombia. These are our bartenders over here, and look at them. They're drinking behind the bar. They're drinking the product. And the Vic Vega, his bald, he's like shaved head, like chef dude's like, this is whack, dude. This is whack. And like they send the undercover people to go in there to surveil the bar, and they're like, yeah, can I get a margarita? And one of the bartenders like, I'm not fucking making that pussy shit. Have a shot at tequila. He's like, you're talking to the customers poorly. How are you gonna have customers come back? And they're like, dude, they don't really fucking need customers to come back. They're just laundering money, bro. This doesn't matter. Their customer service is nothing to them. And like he's like, the kitchen isn't even working. The kitchen is filled with powder. It's like, that's cocaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say they go to the back
that's what
kitchen.
they're moving.
It's definitely just like kilos of cocaine on shelves.
Absolutely. Like, but then he goes and he sees all this like beef and meat and stuff because they gotta buy that stuff to launder a little bit of money. He's like, you're overspending. Think of all the money you're wasting. All the money you're wasting. It's going out the door. It's like, they don't care about the money, bro. They're just trying to wash it, bro. They're just trying to wash it. It's gonna be okay. There's a guy with a gun. He yells at the manager. He's like, you think this is safe? Ignacio is sitting in the back with a machine gun. And you think patrons are gonna come in here? It's like, well, John, this is a money laundering front. We don't care. And then they're like, all right, well, we've already come this far. We've got to rescue the bar anyways. It's like, all right. And he just puts like a bunch of fake walls up that they can hide. They go, see, and right here, we've added this. It's in Colombia, a bar in Colombia. So we made it cocaine themed, huh? Right. And he does the John Taffer, right? So, we're gonna go with the Colombian theme, huh? Yep. And right, look at this. Along the front of the bar, a lot of neckties. Get it? Colombian neckties. Very popular in Colombia. Like they're gonna
which is like the espresso
drinks.
martini.
Yeah, it's tequila drinks. Like, what if like the surveillance guy just gets like shot day one? He's asking too many questions.
Definitely.
Look, I said we're not making any pussy ass margaritas. Bam! You shot my undercover guy.
Happens.
John, we don't need you to rescue. You go rescue a bar that needs it. They don't need this. Yes, the employers are shit because they're not catering to anybody. They're just filling time.
He's not actually a bartender. He's a mule.
That's all he is.
He's
part of the cartel.
package.
This Yeah, Ignacio's back there guarding the product, bro. Just relax. They've
El
got to
Chepe's
tunnel them.
cousin.
Yeah, they've got a tunnel that goes to another country so they can sneak all the product under there into the bar. That's why people come to the bar. They don't give a shit about what they're serving. They don't care that they have tacos that they don't make right. And then they do all that stuff, and then it just stays the exact same. It's like bar sales actually went down because the policia started monitoring.
I feel like you need to stop watching. Okay, that's it. No more Weeds, no more Ozark, no more Better Call Saul. We're gonna get you to, you get to watch VeggieTales for a week.
My brain
you
is
need,
just broken.
You need to cleanse your brain.
It's just melding everything together. It's like Bar Rescue, but also Drug Front.
Okay, not VeggieTales, because that's too many. You know what? Nothing but Reading Rainbow for you, for like Reading Rainbow and Magic School Bus for 1 week. That's all you get.
No. I think I'm in a great headspace right now, because that would be
no. You're working out your body. You need to work out your mind now too.
I'm working out the body while I'm also putting this stuff together. I'm learning how to launder money.
You need to go on your juice cleanse, work out your body, and watch some PBS. Mr. Rogers too. Maybe some lamb chop.
Little Mr. Rogers. Okay. I do a little Mr. Rogers.
You need to reset the brain, man. Being a criminal is not fun. It's not cool. It's pretty cool, but it's not good. You're a good guy.
I'm just saying, it would be.
How are you gonna get married if you're in jail, bro?
It would be really funny if John Taffer was losing his shit at people that were like, bro, we don't need you to rescue the bar. Why are you here? He goes like the wrong bar. He goes.
If you had to get married through fucking jail cell.
I wouldn't do that, bro.
You're saying you want to fucking launder money. You want to do illegal shit.
I'm gonna wait until we get married, and then I'm gonna make her do it.
Everybody wants to do gangsta shit until it's time to do gangsta shit. Okay.
And I have to be in.
No,
cahoots,
everybody wants to be a gangsta until it's time to do gangsta shit. That's the same.
Emma and I have to be in cahoots, and that way she can't testify against me. I can't testify against her because we'll be husband and wife by then.
You better get married quick.
Why do you think I'm wanting to get married?
And also, that's just now you're trying to get Emma involved with illegal activities. Not very husbandly of you.
The greatest couples do that. Bonnie and Clyde. Al Pacino and
Bonnie and Clyde weren't married.
They were together. But Al Pacino and whoever his love interest was in Scarface.
Did they get married? I think they did.
Drug Front Rescue. That would be a great TV show. It's just like, look, this is very, very easily.
Can't use Taffer for that though. We'd have to use. Did Henry Hill die yet, or is he still alive somewhere? We could use Henry Hill for that. I think Henry Hill would be good at that.
But I just think that like Drug Front Rescue would be great. Like,
Henry Hill.
This is a dead giveaway.
Henry Hill died in 2012.
I see this bar and I think money laundering. That's what I think. We got to change that up.
What if we did it like a Donnie Brasco situation where someone went in undercover and while being part of the organization also helped just fix up the bar? So like, guys, I know this is just a front, but we can do this more efficiently and make money from the bar. That's, I think, the way to do it is Donnie Brasco.
I like that.
Yeah. There you go. I hope you flush out your business idea.
A little bit.
I'm a consultant.
What else did I have?
Piracy.
Yeah, piracy. So, on the Rod Ryan show, we to my good friend Tessa, there was a story about a lady in Galveston that stole a yacht. So she got arrested for a bunch of like felony counts, but one of them is piracy. Like it's piracy because it's theft of a sea vehicle, you know? Like, is that the coolest thing to have on your rap sheet? Like murder, not cool, because you're like, that guy's sketchy. But if it was like, all right, we see here on your resume, we did a background check for you. By the way, it looks like, you have public intoxication, must have been from college, and piracy. Like, yeah, a commandeered a boat. Like, you got to hire that guy, right? He's like, this guy's going to commandeer the fuck out of my office if I don't hire him.
Or no, that's a glue guy that you want in your office because he's fun.
Right. So piracy, has to be the coolest thing on your rap sheet. I tweeted this out actually, and our buddy Cole, LMAO Crunchy on Twitter, he said that in Massachusetts that he believes you can still be arrested for witchcraft. So I was like, that is a close second.
No, I don't want to be a
Piracy
witch.
and witchcraft. Those would be crazy things to have like on a on a rap sheet. Like the coolest things to have on a rap sheet would be being a pirate and then maybe being a witch, being accused of being a witch. That's cool. And then also, obviously, the next one would be trying to dismantle the patriarchy and protesting. Being arrested for that.
What if it's online piracy?
See, that's where I thought this is where it was
We
going
don't
to go.
stand for. We don't stand for that. It's got to be sea piracy. I am the captain now, like that kind.
I mean, as long as you're like holding a bottle of rum and drunk while stealing the boat, then I think it's
Agreed.
okay.
I agree. Which is like they should be like, all right, come on, man. Like, look at that. He's a
I
pirate.
commandeered a boat. Were you drunk? No. Okay, well, you're just an asshole. But if they
No,
say,
but I was
yeah, I
drinking
was
rum.
drunk and I was holding a bottle of fucking Sailor Jerry's, I'd be like, okay, you're in charge of planning every company party from now on.
Yeah, come on in. Bring your parrot.
Yeah. From now on, you're Pete the Pirate. I don't care what your actual name is. You're Pete the Pirate. That's your name in this office. I'm already printing up your name tag.
Love it. I love it. Yeah. Here's a hook. If you could wear this around on your arm for a little bit each day, that would bring us all joy. Please don't try and hurt anybody with it.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything that would be cooler on a rap sheet though?
Fuck no.
Piracy.
Fuck no. I tried to take the 7 Seas. I didn't get very far, did not get out of the Gulf, but I went for it. People say reach for your dreams. I did. Now I'm legally a pirate.
I agree. That's really all I brought in. Just being a pirate would be badass. It's still like it'd be badass as a kid. It'd still be badass today.
I think my best friend might be a genius. Like we've been getting on him because he hasn't been getting on gaming with us as much. But he came up with a solution. He said he's just been really busy with work, so he hasn't had time. But in order to so he's like all of his spare time, he's just spending it with his wife. He found a loophole. He bought her The Sims 4. So now he can game with his boys. And she's got that video game.
I have been on this fucking
fucking
forever.
brilliant.
I've talked to you guys about like Emma plays The Sims. I play Xbox, and like sometimes she's like, you want to vids games? You know, just vids games it. She pulls up her computer. I'm like, let's fucking go. What's up, boys? We're both having fun.
Brilliant.
We're hanging out. We're still vibing. We're chilling. Like it's fun. We're spending time together, but we're getting to enjoy the things we want to enjoy too.
But I know the way his brain works. And this wasn't I like video games, so you should get into video games. This was definitely him thinking, I've got to give her something to do so I can get my own quiet time.
Wasn't a bad way to do it.
It's not. Might sound like a dickhead thing to do. But when he texted me today, I was like, hey, I'm not coming over. I've been doing a bunch of yard work and I'm just dog ass tired. I was like, so let's just game it up tonight. He's like, cool. I just got not a Sims 4. He didn't tell me any of this other shit. I have inferred all of this because we've been best friends since the 4th grade and I know how his brain works. And I just responded with LOL and he goes, yeah.
But you can also like tell him he's got to monitor his girl's Sims too, because you tell a lot about your girl and like how she runs the Sims, where it's like, whoa.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be long
What
before her
families?
Sims husband is going to be locked inside of a house that is burning down.
Yeah.
She's definitely going to do that. She's
Well, you have
Colombian.
to. It's The Sims. Oh, does she want to manage the bar that I'm going to buy down there?
She's definitely going to be giving out some Colombian neckties in The Sims. I can guarantee that.
That would be like the John Taffer drink, like this Patron tequila Colombian necktie. You put a little bit of tequila, a little bit of Thai dragon chili in it, and you mix it with a pomegranate sour mix, and then garnish with a melon.
No, the garnish is one of those gummy tongues, but it's just got tahini all over it.
I like that.
Yeah, the Colombian necktie.
That's pretty great. We could run a bar or a bar rescue if we really wanted to.
So that's all I got. I was just really proud of my friend.
No, that's
when he told me that today.
That's
Smart,
very wrinkly brain thinking right there on his part.
Oh yeah.
Bobby jokes. What you got, buddy?
Nothing this week. trying to think of something. I think this week.
I like how you took the deep breath, like maybe it'll come to me.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing did.
I appreciate the effort, though. That was beautiful.
It wasn't really effort. Breathing.
He
You
gave
appreciate him
it
breathing?
one last stab, and
Yeah.
nothing happened. So
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Did you see Bobby got almost arrested because he went to a Starbucks and glued his hand to the counter? Because they were charging
No.
more for soy milk.
You're a soy boy?
He's protesting.
They didn't have my oat milk.
I
Oat
didn't.
milk.
I didn't picture Bobby jokes as a hand gluer, but apparently
I got inspiration from the basketball game.
Sam has radicalized you. Apparently.
Yeah, I believe that.
I still used Elmer's though. I should have known. I saw what happened, but I still was like, oh, what if I try Elmer's?
Dude, why is that still a thing? It's crazy that people are like going, like, if I was working at Starbucks and I saw some guy come in and start just gluing his hand to the table, like, you should be able to take those fucking cleavers and just like, just sorry, get out. Can't be doing that here. Go, get out. No hand for you.
I don't think Starbucks is a very violent company.
Maybe they should be more violent.
I mean, if anything, just pour some hot coffee on them.
Yeah, that would work too. But I like the idea of just chop the hand off and then start hitting them with it. Like, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, but then you got to buy a cleaver for every store.
You have
more
I got a
overhead.
cleaver. Everybody's got a cleaver.
I don't think, not a Starbucks. I do. I've got two at work.
Well, then
Sometimes I use them to cut brownies because we don't use them for anything else. And a cleaver is a very good brownie cutter.
Clutch. And somebody was doing that today or yesterday, I think, some actor from Succession, and he was using super glue, and people were like, that's fucking like made probably with horses, right? Like, it's like he's fucking using Medina Spirit's ashes to fucking glue himself to the table, like to fight for animals' rights or whatever. It's like, bitch, like, have you never been to Chipotle? You fucking get guac and they're like, oh, it's gonna be more for guac. Yeah, you got other shit that wasn't the regular shit.
I mean, that's what most people should learn, if anything. It's that celebrities, they're not smarter than us. They're just more narcissistic, so they were able to get farther.
Well, I don't even James something was his name.
Harden?
But no.
Harrison?
It wasn't James Harden. No, it was
Hardy?
the actor from Succession. You're not gonna get it. Stop guessing James's. But
Rick James?
No, stop it. But he was like reading
James
from a
Dean?
script. Like he was reading from this piece of paper, like Peter's statement that they wanted him to say. And it's like, you're a motherfucking actor and you couldn't memorize the goddamn lines. Like you couldn't memorize the fucking lines for your fucking PETA protest that you wanted to go viral for. Fucking poor acting at its finest. That's poor acting.
Yeah, most actors aren't even good. That's why they have takes.
Memorize the fucking lines, though.
Cromwell.
James Cromwell.
Also, fun fact, if you're ever in Ireland and I don't know, you get in a bar fight, you're going to get your ass kicked, just say fuck Oliver Cromwell and you'll be good. That dude fucked up a lot of Irish people back in the day, and he's British, so the Irish hate him anyway. That's how you get the whole of Ireland bars on your side. Fuck Oliver Cromwell.
For anybody that's planning a trip to Ireland.
Yeah, and getting in bar fights. Yeah, just fuck Oliver, or just wear a shirt that says fuck Oliver Cromwell. You'll be beloved in Ireland.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. Fuck
Good
that
to
guy.
know.
Killed a lot of my people.
All right. Well, that's our pre-com segment. Let's
History. You
let's
never
get into
know when
Comeback
you're going to get
Kids
history
segment.
lessons.
You never know. It's really a history podcast. A lot of people forget that. But let's move into the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you what's back in the news this week, according to us, at least. It was brought to you by littleemshop.com. You use our promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're gonna get 10% off of your order. They got all kinds of awesome stuff, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They obviously the first thing they brought to the table ever was the Little M air fresheners. Those are the best. They now have keychains. They've got stickers. They've got t-shirts. They've got everything. And if you want to get a custom keychain like I have here that says Gravy King on it, all you got to do is go over there. You got to tell Little M Shop what you want on it. You can get, I think, up to 10 characters. They'll print you the little hotel keychains like this one, send it right to you, and it's all cheap. It's $10 or more that you spend. You're going to get free shipping on your order. They also have little
It's a
compact
steal.
mirrors for the ladies. It's the best. It's the best. I was changing out. I was taking the trash out last night, and you lift the bag up. It's got the little air freshener out there. Got a little whiff. Got a little whiff of Little M. It was awesome. So littleemshop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off of your order. If you're getting anything from Little M, make sure you tag us at Pass Your A Pod, tag them Little EM Shop and Little EM Tweets on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout. The official sponsor of our Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Our first comeback kid this week. Fucking Bobby Jokes, but we're going to call him from now on. I think we got to call him Bobby Big Time.
Bobby Big Time.
Bobby Big Time. Mr. Jokes is they're just writing articles about him and Sam, and the recent study suggests podcast. Congratulations, buddy. Voyage Houston did a whole feature on him, and I mean, I'm a little nervous that our days with him are numbered now.
I was gonna say I read that whole article and it made their podcast sound way more interesting than
Right?
any
Like
description
super
of this one I could come
professional.
up with.
It's like if they were like, what does Pass the Gravy talk about? Which notice like they were like, fuck you guys, Pass the Gravy. That's fucking terrible. We're not gonna fucking talk to y'all. We are like, well, we make fun of people and we talk about how
Places
ripped
and
I'm gonna
things.
get, and if John Taffer tried to rescue a drug front. Like, yeah, we're gonna not run this one. So just
And
thank
there's
you for
piles
your
of
time.
hair. I started a new pile today.
You didn't just put it on the old pile?
Yeah, I got rid of the old pile
Oh, good. It's about
like 2
time.
weeks ago. I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, he makes
Oh.
it seem like no, like yeah, I got rid of the old pile. Don't you know? But no, you don't know about that.
Oh, the old
I
pile.
thought we
is sitting
talked
from
about
Monday.
it. Ah,
I'm pretty sure last time we checked in on the pile, it was still there.
Mhm.
well, it's been gone for a couple weeks. I just don't think you asked the last 2 weeks.
Well, you should keep us updated on the pile. But yeah, Bobby Jokes, dude. You got like a lot of is NBC reached out to you yet? You gonna be on the Today Show anytime? Anything else we should know about?
Yeah, I think I was scheduled for Ellen, but apparently she's
Oh,
leaving.
shit.
She's leaving or something.
Mm,
Oh well, I mean, she's a bad person. You don't want to do her show anyway.
that's what I've
Yeah,
heard.
yeah. So
Bad for your
yeah.
brand.
Boycotting. He was going to go on Ellen, but he boycotted Ellen. It wasn't
Yeah.
that they said not to go. He's boycotting.
Smart
And then
move.
also Nancy
Yeah.
Grace invited him and he said, fuck off.
I made sure to put things on my writer that were like crazy, so they wouldn't accommodate. So, so it was them saying no.
His writer was he just wanted 30 MAGA hats in the green room. And a bunch
But
of super
also
glue.
Bernie Bros t-shirts.
Yeah. That would be really funny if that was like, I want a MAGA hat, but also a Bernie for America and I'm with her shirt.
And 3 Beto bumper stickers.
It's just like, who are you? What side are you on all
But
on all the sides?
all of those only from the campaigns where they lost. So 2020 Trump,
I'm nostalgic.
anything that Beto's ever done. And Bernie's last 2. There you go.
Beto won whatever he's got right now.
Beto doesn't have anything right now. He's running for governor.
There's like a Congress.
Oh, no. He was a congressman when he first ran like 8 years ago. Wherever the fuck it was. But he hasn't won anything since then.
Remember when he skateboarded through a drive-through? We were all just like, dude, politicians. They're just like us. Just like us, man. Or like Elizabeth Warren's like, here,
Okay.
you know what? I'll have a beer with you. And she has the one beer just like right in the front of her fridge. It's like, oh, you definitely just didn't place that there. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just like you guys. Hey guys,
I'm not
My
swagger jacking AOC
multi-million-
in her live feeds.
a multi-million-dollar house.
Which, by the way, me and my friends, we actually we changed all of our Call of Duty names. I'm Beto O'Rourke. My buddies, Nancy Pelosi. We're all the libs. We're the lib clan. If anybody wants to join us, it's a lot of fun. It's really funny seeing Nancy Pelosi just got a triple kill.
Oh, is that why Your friend, one of your buddies posted on Instagram, it was like, we showed all those MAGA idiots.
Oh yeah.
Like they all changed their like profile flags to like the rainbow flag and the Ukraine flag and the trans flag. And it was like, hey, they're open-minded.
Well, I wanted to use the Mexican flag for Beto, but I never unlocked that one. I want somebody. We do need a Justin Trudeau, and then you can use the Canadian flag.
And that could come off as racist too. It's like
He's very proud of his heritage.
You know who's not is Ted Cruz.
Oh, he talks about being Cuban. I don't know how many.
So he's Canadian.
He's dual citizenship and American. Try. His parents were
True.
Cuban. He was born in
Cruel
Canada, but he's
citizenship.
American citizen. And he's also the Zodiac killer.
Allegedly.
He's been around.
He's talking
He get-
politics.
he
on
gets
Basti
around.
Baby.
Cancun.
He does.
Love Cancun. Hey, I mean, who
Big
does
fan of
love
Cancun.
Cancun? Huh? Who doesn't love Cancun in the wintertime?
Hey, nobody gets mad when people leave New England to go down to Florida when it's too cold up there. Ted Cruz does it one time.
Just guy wanted to go on vacation. It just happened to be during the biggest freeze in the state that he's kind of in charge of's history, but it's fine.
Just because he's a man of means, you guys got to come after the rich guy.
I do follow Ted Cruz just so I can, like, I don't read anything he tweets. It's the Donald Trump factor where I'm just like, tap, scroll down. What's going on in the comments here?
I gotta say, I think that's my favorite thing about Instagram right now is Twitter. I still have like a lot of people in politics and stuff that I follow. Instagram, I'm not doing any of that on the gram. So my gram is literally just like comedy and sports. That's it.
I love Instagram because sometimes like on the morning shows, Instagram the other day, like we were posting a video, we're moving studios and we were posting a video of us in the new studio and somebody was just like, go to play more local bands and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I'm used to the Twitter shit. So like I can spar with you on Twitter, but I will dunk all over your ass on Instagram because Instagram has people that just they ain't about that Twitter life. And if it's like, if you're only on Instagram and not, like, you don't operate onto Twitter, it's like, it's the Wild West.
Yeah.
The Wild
If you're
West.
on
Somebody had like made a Twitter account the other day and they were trying to post a video and they were like, I didn't know what I was getting into on this app. And it's like, oh no, you don't just hop on Twitter. Twitter is it's like coffee. You're like a black coffee. It's like a acquired taste. You gotta be like, oh, this is just absolute toxicity every day. I just have to learn who to follow and how to not be upset by everything everybody's ever said at all times.
compared to
like,
all other social
here's my
media.
dog.
Compared to all of the social medias, Twitter is the dark web. Like it is just where the worst
love
things go on, which is why it is my first love. Is my it is the love of my life of social medias. It is my one and only. It is my one true love, my soulmate of social medias. Yeah, the other ones are fun. I have fun on Instagram. Every once in a while I check in on Facebook again for nostalgia. But when it comes to the really truly dark, bad people that fills my heart with joy,
Twitter's
I go to Twitter.
I went to that post that Alex is talking about. I just see one of the comments says, wait, Alex is white? New lights show real things.
I mean,
I didn't see that one. That's pretty good.
that's comedy gold.
That's great.
If that person's being serious, I want to pick their brain.
That was on
but that's
Insta,
just
right?
a great
Yeah,
comment.
on Instagram.
Like, see, like, and Insta's more like, it's just like silly, like kind of troll comments, but they're pretty, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I accidentally clicked on Emma's post on fucking Instagram, and that was some wild shit. I don't know what happened.
Instagram's more just like, it's not wholesome all the way, but it can be wholesome, but it's like more positive, more backhanded compliments and stuff, where Twitter's like, fuck you piece of shit. Like, all right.
Even with that
Thanks.
hair color, you look so good.
I don't know. I love the like, I was listening to somebody else kind of talk about where like people like they're either defending somebody or just trying to like skewer somebody and get them canceled and shit. And it's like, what did they say? What was said about this person? And then you go look and you're like, there was nothing even said. You're just getting mad at Hulk Hogan for no reason. Like, why are you mad at the Incredible Hulk? I don't care what the Incredible Hulk did. He's not a bad guy. Like, what did Lou Ferrigno do? No, he did absolutely nothing. It's just somebody with a hot take that you're like, okay, I got sucked into it. Let's
Never
all
comes
like,
unglued.
let's just everybody defend Bobby jokes. Like, be like, look, Bobby is not a bad guy. All right. We all have our slip ups. Look, he was just covered in Voyage Houston. All right. He was just in Voyage Houston. You think they're going to cover a guy? Like, yeah, he said some racy stuff in the past, but that doesn't define who he is.
Technically, if he types out our transcript of things we say, is that him saying it with his fingers?
A little bit.
Yeah,
And his mind, because he has to think about what he's typing. Too.
that's true. Man, Bobby, you've sent some problematic shit over the years.
Don't worry, Bobby. If anybody ever comes at you, bro, we'll fucking defend you to the death of us. We got your back.
Just tell him to come at me. I can't be canceled.
You can, but this just doesn't really accomplish anything.
I mean, what are they going to? Are they going to get me fired from my job? No. I'm beloved.
I
got no
am Jonathan's the rub.
I am HR. It's a joke that we make, but I believe that I am the HR
point.
of our, which is why we don't have any problems, because nobody will come to me with problems because they know I'll just say, I don't give a shit. Act like adults. That's how I handle HR. I do this new thing now. Our bar manager will just walk around and say to people, get to work. So I recorded him saying it. So now whenever I see somebody tweets while they're at work, I just reply with that.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I got somebody with it yesterday and they just liked it. I was like, oh, well, this isn't really effective, but it's fun for me.
I have been using the meme I've been using a lot that I feel like gets a lot of traction, even if people don't even understand what you're talking about. I was drunk tweeting during the West Ham Europa League loss where they got a red card in the 20th minute and the game was pretty much over at that point. So I was just like drinking on Cinco de Mayo, like, fuck this. Like they were playing a German team. Obviously the German team was full of Nazis. Easy low hanging fruit right there. And I was like, yeah,
that's
cool.
why you were tweeting about Nazis. I couldn't figure it out.
You guys want to root for yeah, not a lot of people that I know watching Europa League on a Thursday, but I was
Not me.
I was, and yeah, I was just mad. But this house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit from Step Brothers. Just I've used that like 4 times in the last week for just random shit.
It's a
and
great
it's
one.
like it doesn't even make sense in the greater context of it, but it's like it just people just like it auto. It's like an auto like no matter what. Like, that's the fucking prison. It's like why? Because the guy got a red card for taking down a guy inside. Yeah, it was a red. It's probably a red card. I'm not gonna admit it, but it probably was if we're being honest. Like, but we'll cut that part out, Robert. But like, probably was. It was iffy. It was 60-40. 60-40. A little jockeying for position. But what pissed me off was there was a yellow card that then they went and they turned into a red card, and I was like, go fuck yourself, ref. So immediately I was like, that ref is a Nazi sympathizer. Easy.
So should we just make refs the next comeback kid? Because there was another ref show that went on yesterday.
It was a little bit of a ref show, wasn't there?
Yeah,
man. You talking baseball?
I am talking baseball. I think you know exactly. I mean, you're wearing one of the teams right now. I mean,
I think the Yankees figured out that the Blue Jays ain't that big a deal.
So let's tell people what happened.
Set the stage.
Yankees hit a home run to go up 3-3. The next batter.
3-3.
What did I say?
To go up 3-3.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, to tie at 3-3. The next batter gets hit. You don't really. It used to be a thing. Somebody hits a home run, pimps it. You hit the next guy. Doesn't really happen.
Pimp it. It wasn't even really pimped.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really happen anymore. In the age of the long ball and launch angles, you don't want to put 3 guys on base. It happens. And Aaron Judge acts like he's going to jump on the field, but basically just puts his dick on the railing. People kind of hem and haw a little bit. Nothing really happens. It goes on for like 45 seconds. Nothing's going on. Even the Yankees announcers are sitting there going, it's just a 2-seam that got away from him.
Yeah. It was not at all intentional.
After nothing really happening and 45 seconds go by, the Blues don't even really get together. They toss the pitcher. It was the wildest ejection I've ever seen.
But then the coach comes out.
Hold on. But they toss him. I don't even think the Yankees manager was like trying to get the guy tossed. He was just mad, like, he needs to be more careful, blah. And the Blues are just kind of hemming off.
Yeah, you give him a
bit,
warning.
Go,
you give
you're
him a
gone.
warning.
Yeah, no warning issue. So the manager comes running out to argue with him. He doesn't throw the manager out. He screams at the bench coach in the dugout and throws him out. And everybody's just going, what the fuck is happening? So then the next inning, a ball goes high and in towards the head of one of the Blue Jays batters. You've already established that balls coming high and in are going to be automatic ejections. What happens? No ejection. So the Blue Jays dugout just sitting there on the side going, what the fuck is happening right? Like, what is going on? And they're just kind of like, nobody's jumping up on the railing like the Yankees did. They're all just like, what the hell? This is bullshit. What are you doing?
Maybe they
Blue
should have
turns to the
done
dugout,
that.
points at the manager and goes, you're throwing the fuck out. And he goes, he like looks to his left and right and he goes, me? And the Blue goes, yeah. And he goes, all right. And just calmly turns around to walk on the field to talk to him. Like, you want to fucking do this? But then isn't demonstrative, covers his mouth while he's talking to the Blue. So I'm hoping he's sitting there going, you know, you're a fucking cocksucker, right? And that's a bullshit call. I hope you get fined by the umpires union. You fucking suck. But he was calm while doing it all. Eventually he moved his hand, was a little bit more, but like everybody, which by the way, and if you don't follow the ump show on Twitter, I think like the tag is like, welcome to the ump show. They always highlight when umpires are just full of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's one of the best Twitter follows. But I'm watching this whole game of, eventually game goes on. The Blue Jays go back to take the lead. Aaron Jones hits a walk-off home run, yada, 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 yada. Nobody cares about that. But it was just, it was
sick. That was such a sick home run. It was such a sick home run. Did you see it?
And I'm surprised your announcer didn't announce it was a fly ball to left field that got caught.
Very, very careful.
Yeah. But it was so wild watching this game going. It was so inconsistent with the way the Blues were fucking covering the game and calling the game. And just like, it's been 9 minutes since you threw out a guy for a ball that got away. And then a ball goes at the other guy's head and you don't fucking call anything. Get the fuck out of here. Meanwhile, you threw out half of the other team.
Yeah.
Yankees bias. No, this is fun. I want the Yankees to be hot right now because they're going to be hot during the regular season. They're going to cool off going in the playoffs.
Shut up.
And they're going to
know
have
that
a
part.
first
Let me enjoy the run right now. All right. 15 out of 18. We've won. I'm very excited.
They're very good.
Very
right
excited.
Now.
Nestor Cortez, Cy Young for fucking Nestor Cortez. Love that. Awesome.
Not a Verlander keeps throwing the way he did last night.
Nestor
24 batters faced, 24 outs.
Nestor's been doing that the whole season.
He hadn't gone 24 for 24. He ain't done that.
He's like double-digit strikeouts in 3 of his last 4 starts.
Yeah, but he ain't going 24 up, 24 down.
He's been more consistent, I would say.
Definitely, but I'm just trying to curve to the fact that Justin Verlander has gigantic balls.
Jamison Talion kind of just, he's being consistent.
Jamison Talion. Please learn how to say. I believe he's from, I think he's from Tech. I want to say the Woodlands, but maybe it's like Flower Mound. I think Jamison Tallion's from somewhere around there.
Sounds like a Dallas name for sure.
But yeah, it was a total ump show, but baseball's getting into the swing of things now. The good teams are emerging. Astros are hitting their stride.
Jerry Pena is so good. Like, fuck you, Carlos Correa. I like Carlos Correa. And again, I don't fucking hate the Astros. I think the Astros are a fun team to watch. It's like, I don't have the hatred towards them that a lot of people do. So it's funny that as every time the Yankees win, I just tweet the Yankees flag waving and people are like, fuck you. Like, I didn't say anything about your team. I said nothing about your team at all. I'm just excited. Excuse me. Excuse me that I'm happy.
Jamison Tallion's from Florida. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know who I was thinking of. It's a fun name to say, though.
It is a fun name.
But yeah, dude, Pena.
Yankees fun. Pena's great.
Pena is just more proof that baseball has no idea. Like, they need to fire their whole marketing department. And I get they probably don't want to push Astros players because they're pieces of shit. But for 15 years, they've had mega stars that are young that they just refuse to push out and use advertising dollars to get them all over TV. And they just don't do it. They never did it with Trout, which Trout didn't really want it. I get it. They're trying with Shohei.
What are you talking about? Trout got the red fucking carpet treatment, dude. Trout, day one was the best player in baseball.
But I'm
saying
Shohei
came and brought all the Asian money.
Trout didn't want to be the face of baseball. He doesn't care about doing all that. Like, he does advertisements and shit like that, but he never, that's not his personality. He doesn't.
He was on the face like 4 baseball games, wasn't he?
you really not get what I'm saying though? Like
I
guys that they
understand.
push for, yeah, that's just not
He's
Trout's
just a
personality. He
dud.
doesn't want to be that guy.
Like
He has
it
no
was like when-
personality, but he's one of the best baseball players I've ever seen play the fucking
No,
game.
he is. I'm not knocking him, but it's like, remember when Evan Longoria, like there was that weird stretch where like it was like the end of Jeter, like Jeter retired and Jeter was kind of still like you could say Jeter was the face of baseball because it was like everybody knows who Derek Jeter is at that point. You know,
Jeter was
Ortiz-
everywhere. He was in
Ortiz
ads.
was also up there. Like those guys were big, you know. But
Mark
but
McGuire,
then-
Barry Bonds. You couldn't move anywhere during those
like,
summers without seeing pictures of them.
at
MLB
the end of
doesn't do that.
Jeter, and then the end of Ortiz, it was like, who's the face of baseball? Who's the face of baseball? And it was like Evan Longoria. I was like, yeah, not going to work with the fucking Rays. That's not going to happen. And it was just like
He
Evan
was really
Longoria
good, though.
seems like a cool dude. Is he on the Dodgers or not the Dodgers, the Giants? I don't know where he is now.
That was the
remember,
last
like,
place I saw him. Is he still playing?
He was on the Giants last year. I think he got traded to him, didn't he, or something? But I just was like, oh, that fucking guy still plays cool. Like he
It's
seemed
hard
like
to
a
follow
super,
California teams. It's so late.
seemed like a cool dude, but like it was just like he's just not a super personable dude at all times, you know. Like Derek Jeter was like, I fuck bitches and I give him gift baskets. David Ortiz like, I say this is our fucking city. This is our fucking city. I have a cool accent and I'm just. That's a terrible David Ortiz. I'm not gonna do that. But like,
No, baseball doesn't know how to market you if you're not in Boston or New York. That's it. They just don't
Shohei
understand.
Ohtani is like, and I said Asian money earlier. I'm not saying that in a racist way. It's like
It's
you
the Asian
literally
market. No,
bring
it's-
over all of those people. It's like when Yao was here. And then we got
Ichiro.
Jeremy Lin on the Rockets, where it was like, well, we just know that China's watching all of the games we have because Yao
Yeah.
played for the Rockets until Daryl Morey was like, fuck you, genocide's bad. And then apparently that's the wrong thing to say. But anyways,
Ichiro
we're
was
not
a
getting into that.
megastar. So was Daisuke Matsuzaka when he first came over before everyone
Ichiro
realized he's
did
not
get the
that
star
good.
treatment. Ichiro was just amongst that generation of other stars too.
Yeah. Well, and it was good for him being
And he
on the
didn't
West
speak
Coast.
English a lot.
Yeah, but it was good for him being on the West Coast in Seattle, where they, they have a high Asian population already, and yeah, it's still a large like hour gap, but their games are late, so it was easier to watch a lot of times. But it's just like I
Fucking
don't
hate
know.
West
I
Coast
just
baseball.
I just
hate it so much.
baseball just sucks at promoting their best players. They really do.
Yeah, baseball's kind of like I've gotten way more into baseball. Like the Astros made me hate baseball when they were like the worst team just because I had to work those games. But like I still watch the Yankees, and like the Yankees have also made me hate baseball because they've been so frustrating to watch too. But like just like the last couple of years, I've just really gotten like way more sucked into it. But it's like maybe it is because there aren't there's no LeBron James in the MLB right now. There are, but like
Well, there's just so many more
like
people.
that. Where like LeBron James, like he has one block and the Lakers got blown out 127-95, and they're like sucking LeBron's dick. Like, what do you see his block though? You see his block? He was in Space Jam. It was
Yeah,
they don't have that, and I do appreciate that. But like, yeah, like you gotta have some marketable people, and fucking Altuve is a fucking lovable. Altuve is like the most likable guy in the entire league. As a Yankees
He
fan,
is.
Altuve is the most likable dude.
No, but he cheated, bro. Even though there's all the evidence that he didn't, bro.
Bro, where's the buzzer? He has a buzzer, bro.
One of the things I hate about Major League Baseball, and the best idea that they've had in years is, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it
This
so
all
every
stems
team,
from Robert being in a magazine.
yeah, every team is gonna play everybody. Every team's gonna play every team every single year. Good idea on paper. Okay, but in order to do that, we're gonna cut down on division rivalries by taking out 7 games a year from each division opponent.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate the idea of it, but instead of doing that, just add in more 2-game series.
No.
Don't take away from division rivalries. Maybe you cut them down 2 or 3 games, but now they're going from like what you play everybody in your division, 17, 19 times a year. Now it's going to be like 12.
I like the thing about baseball is like it's 162 games. I don't fucking care who you play, man. It is cool that you get to have everybody play everybody. I like that. I think that's how soccer play. I think like as somebody that's late in life in soccer, like in the last 4 years, like I've pretty much gotten really sucked into that. You guys know that, but like I didn't know shit about soccer, and I have a soccer podcast that I do now. That's like that says a lot. But like soccer does do like you get a home and away against every team in the league. They don't have playoffs, but they're like you played every team home and away. This is how the fucking standings lie.
Well, that's one.
I
game
like
that
the playoff. I like the playoff aspect, and I think like it is cool in baseball. Like, it's weird as shit when you're like, well, the Padres have never played the Angels. Never played them this year. Let's see how this goes in the World Series. Like, what? No, I don't want to say that. And I'm just kidding, because the fucking Angels aren't even going to make the playoffs, because they never fucking make the playoffs. But like, it's weird that like you play the most games of any sport and you don't play all the teams. You should play all the teams. You have a billion fucking division games.
Exactly. But you don't. Yeah, no, you should be able to play everyone without cutting down the divisions. The most marketable thing MLB has had for the last 20 years is every time Red Sox and Yankees play, they know they can put that on television and get the ratings. And what is their response? Let's cut that down by a third.
But yeah, but like, you know, like,
They're
like
just
but what
dumb.
about, no, I understand. I understand
It's the
both
best
sides of it.
rivalry in all of sports, Red Sox Yankees.
Give me a small market team that doesn't do shit ever. Like the
The
fucking-
A's.
Who? The A's?
I like how
Yeah.
the two teams we said right there were in the Astros division.
I
I want them playing them all the time, man.
I was thinking Brewers too. Like, that's just a random fucking team. But it's like, if you're a fucking A's fan, you're like, the Oakland Coliseum, nobody's there ever. I think their minor league, their AAA team has a better attendance record than they do. But the A's, like, you don't have a reason to go to a game, because you're playing the same. We're gonna get our shit kicked in again by the Astros. We're gonna lose the fucking Mariners again. Cool, tight. Like, but like, you don't get those marquee. Like, they're in the AL though, so they do get the.
Move
I'm
the
very
A's to
AL
Oklahoma
biased.
City.
No, don't ever move anybody to Oklahoma ever. It's
Dude,
dumb.
Dude, Oklahoma City has good fans. At least they'll still show
fucking
up.
cares, dude? Fucking
I-
put them in Las
I'm not on the
Vegas.
fucking team. I don't move them wherever the fuck you want. I'm not going. I'm
Las
just saying,
Vegas.
that would work too. But also, it's
Vegas
just
A's.
hey, it's better travel for the Stros. They don't have to every single time they have to play a division
Stros
opponent.
already-
They don't have to fly 5 fucking hours.
Stros already fucked himself with that. It's like, hey, well, I hope that they're playing a divisional game against the Rangers, because if not, have fun with that 9:00 start.
And they still kick all their asses.
But I worked those fucking games when they first moved to the AL, and like Lucas Harrell just gets shelled for 11 runs, and you have to sit there, and the game takes 9 hours. Like, that is the worst kind of baseball. You're like, this is dumb. Like, there should be a mercy rule. There should be a mercy rule in baseball where you're like, hey, we're gonna ring a bell after 6 innings. The opposing manager can be like, hey, we're gonna save our bullpen for tomorrow. Ding, 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 ding. You guys get the win. And
I'll
then
give you
I also,
one reason
okay,
why there should not be a
there's
mercy
lots
rule.
of reasons. I get all the reasons.
No,
but
and we can end on this. I think we've done enough baseball. The one reason why there should not be a mercy rule is the other night, the Angels were kicking the dog shit out of, what was it, the Rays? So the Rays send in a position player to throw, and Carl Rendon, who's 0 for 4 in the game, goes, fuck it, I'm going to hit lefty, and he hits a bomb. That was fucking beautiful, man.
And then also you have the Mariner or the Mets. They came back from 7-1 down to win 8-7. I bet the Mets that game. It was pretty fucking cool. I had turned the game off because, like, fuck this bet, dude. This bet sucks. Whatever. Like, because I don't like the Mets anyway. So I was like, well, I don't give a fuck. Of course, this is what you give a betting on the Mets. And then I turned it on. Like, I checked the next day and I was like, wait, what? What happened? This is wild. But okay, before we're finished talking baseball, I had like a high thought the other day about like point systems where you I can't remember exactly what it was. So this is a bad retelling of it. But I was like, you should get like if baseball did everything based on like a point system, you should get an extra point if you win a series. And I was like, how crazy would that like change standings where it's like if you win 2 of 3 games, you get like an extra point, and it's like whoever has most points at the end of the year. It was like a win counts for this much, but if you win a series, you get 1 more, because that is if you win 2 out of 3 games over the whole course of the year, you're gonna have a great record. Like,
so each of the last 5 years, the Astros would have had like 17 extra points because they're just.
But if it was based on like
dog shit.
where like soccer is like you get 3 if you win, 1 if you tie. Like if you got 2 points for a win, none for a loss, but you win a series, you get 1 point.
Would you
Like
get?
that would just be
Would you
interesting.
get another point if you sweep?
No, you get a point because you won the series, so you still get the
Mm.
point.
Okay.
But then also think about it rest wise, because you always get those like Sunday games at a lot of teams. Like if you're not playing Sunday night baseball, it's like who gives a shit? Like or like a day game. Like the Yankees played their fucking B squad today, still beat the shit out of the Blue Jays. They didn't beat the shit out of them. They still beat them though. But like it would be interesting to take a point system like that where you're like, okay, so if we can sweep if we can win 2 of 3 in this series and like towards a playoff stretch, like you can rest people strategically if you win the first 2 games of a series. Would that make sense? Does it? Was that was it was?
It
was
makes
like
sense.
thought, so
I
like,
just think it's
get
a
it.
stupid idea.
No, it is a stupid idea, but it was like,
Yeah.
whatever. I also thought it'd be really funny. I've always been pushing this too, where it's like, and it would never work, but it was like in football, if whatever you scored, you didn't get the points, it just came off of the other team's points. So like it could be like a 7-0 game, and then it's a 0-0 game, and right, it is the exact same thing. But it'd be really funny to just like, what the, like you turn on the TV, like why was it 0-0? What fucking happened?
But you know why they would never do that? Because the Chiefs beating the Rams
negative points.
The Chiefs beating the Rams 52-49 is a lot more fun than the Chiefs beating the Rams 3-0.
I agree.
Points are fun. Oh, also think about it. It would ruin the over.
Getting sidetracked.
Couldn't bet the over.
No, anymore. Absolutely, it wouldn't work. That was the. I don't know. I just thought, I was like, you should get, like, you do get rewarded for winning series in baseball, but it's like you could strategically rest people if you won the first 2 games of a series, as opposed to like, well, it's Sunday. Baseball's been a lot of fun this year, mostly because my team is doing well, but baseball's been a lot of fun this year.
It is.
I think I've missed like 3 Yankees games the entire season too. I'm pretty proud of myself. And like, yeah, I'm not saying like I'm watching it like pitch
intently,
by
but you got it on.
But like I got it on the iPod. Like when I saw the fucking Blue Jays whole like ump show the other day, it was like, wait, what the? I was playing Xbox and I just kept, I was like, why are they fighting? What is happening? So I turned it up. I was like, hold on. Just watching that shit. I was like, this is fucking wild. But also, like, I don't really care about the Blue Jays because they're fucking Canada. So like, get the fuck out of here. You're not.
They're fun though.
But you're in the fucking American League. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't deserve shit. I like George Springer. I like all of the players on the Blue Jays, which is why it's like fuck them, dude. But then did you see Vlad Guerrero Jr. today struck out and fucking did the old school bat broke over the thigh?
That's crazy how strong those guys are when they do that.
Vlad Guerrero, is he the best player in baseball?
Vlad Jr.?
No. Like most fun player in baseball?
He's up there for
Fernando
most fun.
Tatis?
He's up there for most fun.
Because I am horrified when he comes up to the plate. I am horrified when he comes up. Like, that guy's gonna fucking murder that.
There's still nobody scarier at the plate than Stanton.
You
Stanton's
think so?
scary. Every single time Stanton takes a swing.
I'm such a pessimist where I'm just like, he's gonna fucking strike out.
No, dude, I'm not joking. This isn't an exaggeration. Every time Stanton swings the bat, I think
a good swing, but he whiffs a lot.
I think, oh fuck. But anytime he makes contact, your brain goes, that's going 450 feet. Because I've seen it so many times when I do watch games. When I do watch Yankees games, usually it's against the Red Sox. And he had that string where he homered like 7 fucking games in a row against the Red Sox.
Like, Altuve's a fun player, and I really enjoy watching him. He's such a likable dude to me. But like, he does cool shit, but it's like he's just like, he's a baseball player. He just goes out there, he's like, I'm gonna get all the fucking hits. I'm gonna fucking field like a motherfucker. Like, you're gonna have no problems coming from me. He just gets the job done, and he's so successful at it that you just like forget how good he is sometimes. Because he just blends in.
It was different a couple of years ago when they had Springer and Carlos, because that team, it was just so much fun. All those guys had so much fun together that Springer was probably the most exciting in the game then.
Springer was always my favorite of the Astros.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I liked him the most. I just thought he was like, so like.
Let's move on though. I think we just did like 25 minutes on baseball.
I don't give a shit. He's different with the Blue Jays though, because I don't give a shit when Springer comes. I'm like, I'm not worried, and then he'll hit a home run. And you're like, oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah, his first at bat against the Astros this year, he went fucking deep.
Hey, how'd Correa do his yesterday? Oh wait, he just got paid.
I will not stand. I get mad when I see the Carlos slander. I will not.
I'm Team Pena. I'm on your side. I'm on your team.
I'm Team Pena now because he's on the team, but I will always love Carlos Correa.
I am just really envious because when Derek Jeter retired, I was like, Eduardo Nunez is going to be the next Derek Jeter. And I remember I went hard on that take. I could not have been more wrong.
Very few
Could not
people
have
have
been
ever
worse.
been the next one, and Aaron Rodgers is one of them. So I've been lucky to see it.
And I mean, maybe Payne is the next Cray. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's enough baseball. That's enough baseball.
Yeah.
Our next comeback kid. So congratulations, Bobby Jokes, going back 45 minutes ago. Congratulations to you and Sam. It's awesome. It was cool. It was cool reading about you guys. And a recent study suggests if you're not subscribed to it, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Don't know what you're doing with your life. Also,
Subscribe
please
to
don't
it.
leave us. Please don't leave us.
I already got 1 foot out the door.
Don't. Don't.
I'm gonna grab that other foot.
Next comeback kid we got is Jack Harlow. Jack fucking Harlow. I was very aware of Jack Harlow going in to this past weekend. A lot of people may not have been. Apparently, a lot of people they had no idea who he was. I mean, Jack Harlow to me is not the guy with like a top single right now, but he was the guy that was on Lil Nas X's Industry Baby, which was the number 1 on the charts for a while. But Jack Harlow was at the Kentucky Derby. He's from Louisville, Kentucky, where the Kentucky Derby was. And homeboy was fucked up with Drake at the Kentucky Derby. And I don't know if you guys watched any of the Derby or not. I did not win a bet at all that entire day. I bet on like 9 of the races. Did not win once. I wasn't betting favorites, but like I was pissed off. And I was really mad because my buddy Jack texted me morning of. He was like, Joe, this horse, Rich Strike, 99-1. 99-1. He's like, just put $2 on it. I was like, fuck, we should do, maybe we'll do that. I just didn't end up doing it. And I was like, oh, the second that it was like Rich Strike came across, I was like, that's a fucking horse Jack told me to put $2 on. You would have made, I would have fucking made, I was so pissed. I was so pissed at myself, but it's also like nobody else was doing that either. Whatever. Jack Harlow though, he got to do Riders Up, which is like gentlemen start your engines for horses. And he was interviewed before that. Drake was like in the background, just drunk. And he was trying to pretend like he was blending in, but Drake was just like, he was literally like, if you're watching the video version, he's like leaning in to the conversation, but like his back is to everybody. And they're like, oh, we got Drizzy in the house. He's like, I ain't trying to be in this interview. I was just trying to, I'm feeling good, you know. I'm feeling good. I'm just really drunk right now. We're just really drunk. I mean, I'm drunk. He's not drunk. And Jack Harlow is like, yeah, bro, I'm just like a boy from Louisville. It's really cool. What it means it means that you can achieve it. It was like all those generic like rap, like you can achieve anything you put your mind to. You can do all this stuff. But everybody's like, who the fuck is this hoodlum that is just rambling on TV? It was like, chill out, guys. It's the Kentucky Derby, and they're just filling with a bunch of bullshit before a 2-minute race goes on. And then Jack Harlow, they're like, look, he didn't even want to get his kicks dirty, so he got his buddies to carry him. They're like, no, I think Jack Harlow was fucked up and couldn't walk right. So they were like, hey, we got you. We'll just pick you up. And then there was like racist claims. They're like, notice 2 black men carrying a white man over the dirt. It's like, well, also they're like his bodyguards, and he's like a major recording artist. So I'm pretty sure they're paid well. But he's paying them to do things like this. I don't think that it's like, he's like, hey, white pow. Like, I don't think that's what he was doing. Then he's like, Riders Up, like totally fucked up. And just, I don't know. It's been a vibe. He put out an album in the last week. I listened to it. It's no Lil Nas X, but it's decent. It's decent. It's.
I've heard that it is dog shit. That's all I've been seeing on Twitter. And we've established Twitter is full of just assholes.
But. The number 1 song on it, which like so I go to iTunes. I was like, the number 1 like most popular listened to song by him is basically him over that like first class. I think it was Fergie. No, it was like a Fergie song, but he's like using that as the chorus. And it was like, so he's kind of just like singing a Fergie song, but not singing. Like, I don't know. He's entertaining as fuck to watch, but that guy's had himself a little come up where a bunch of like old people that didn't know who Jack Harlow was were like, who the hell is this? This is music. It's like when people didn't know Machine Gun Kelly and then they saw Machine Gun. This asshole is famous, huh? And they're like, well, like, you don't have to watch him. You don't have to listen to him. He's on things sometimes. He's a popular guy amongst the youths. Jack Harlow seems like a chill dude.
It seems like a good hang.
Seems like a super good hang.
Yeah. The guy's fun.
Just all around good dude. And he's buddies with Lil Nas X. So if you're friends with Lil Nas X, you're friends with us, basically.
I saw somebody had because you just have to equate white rappers with white rappers. Somebody was like, he's who Little Dicky thought he was going to be. And I was like, I don't really think so, because Little Dicky's thing was like comedy. And like, yeah, he wanted to be taken seriously as a rapper, but also because then they were like, I mean, when's the last time Dicky did anything? And it was like everyone in the comments was like, well, he's got this super successful TV show he's been doing for like 3
Like
years.
Number one FX show or FXX show in like the last 2 years. But okay, yeah.
It's like, oh, so you heard like 2 Little Dicky songs and then didn't pay attention after that. And you're like, that dude fell off.
No, I'm not trying to say like, I know more about it anyway, but as somebody like that works in radio where music is very big in that part of it, like the people
really?
But like there's so many people like, y'all don't play any real band, play some real music, like Gojira. Here's these other 6 bands that you haven't heard of, but I think you should play. It's like, hey dude, make a playlist. Listen to that. Don't yell at me about me not playing your playlist. I don't pick the music. I work at the radio station that plays music.
If Alex picked the music,
Sorry.
you guys would be listening to a lot of Lil Nas X.
No, dog. If I was picking the music at a rock station, I'd be chill about it.
No, but don't act like there wouldn't be a lot of Lil Nas X in the rotation.
There'd be an Old Town Road a little bit every now and then. Oh, how'd that get in then? Oops. My bad. But like people don't understand, like radio is meant to be like, radio is a song, like it's supposed to be songs like they're either like new music or songs that have like Stone Temple Pilots comes on. Everybody knows Stone Temple Pilots. Green Day is very like songs you can hum along to or that are familiar with people. They don't want to be like a lot of the people are like it's the metal people. Metalheads are the biggest, like, you should play this. It's like, well, do you know why there's not a metal station? Because nobody fucking wants to listen to that all goddamn day. You can, but you can also go to Spotify. Actually, I would.
I don't.
As an
buy that
iHeartRadio
argument.
guy, iHeartRadio, go to the iHeartRadio app. You can listen to any metal song you want on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. If you're listening on iHeartRadio right now, please screenshot and be like, "Pass a great podcast, big iHeart guys."
I don't buy that
now,
argument. It's just big markets, radio, and you obviously know better than I do. You're on the inside of the industry. Big market radio stations, I feel like, just don't take any chances on anything that isn't like already known that, oh, we can just play that and it'll be kept. Like there's not
so
a
many
country
people
music,
because if
there's not a country station
like
in Houston.
There's 2.
No, there fucking isn't, Alex. All they play is pop music on the, like if I were to drive
Are you a Morgan Wallen guy?
I hate you. If I were to drive an hour west.
Okay, I forgot because you
Yeah.
like all of the country
music.
guys' names blend in together. Like they
Morgan
sound
Wallen
like
has a
Luke Combs, Morgan.
I don't shit on any
Wallen.
of these guys' voices. They all have amazing voices.
Well, Morgan Wallen is racist, so.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but he's
We
racist,
cancel
and the
him
rest
on
of
this
them
show.
are singing fucking pop music, like Florida Georgia Line
You don't
is
think
pop
Cruz
music with a
was good?
southern accent.
You
What?
don't think Cruz is good?
I think Cruz is one of the worst things to ever happen to
Come
ears or music.
Robert, you liked that song, right? Baby, you a song. Make me
But
wanna roll my
what I was saying
window
is,
down.
if I drive an hour west of here, I couldn't find a radio station that could play any of that. Because if you're in a like as soon as you get out like towards the country a little bit more, if you play that on the radio, they will come burn down the radio station. It's just, but if you're in a major market, a major city, they're just like, well, what's playing nationally? We're just going to play that because we know it's marketable. I guarantee you, if you put a metal station somewhere on the airwaves in Houston, it would do well.
I'm not
They just
shitting on
don't
metal.
want to take a chance at it.
I personally do not like metal. I get that there's people that like it, but I think that like the majority of
There's
people
different
would rather
levels to
lean-
it.
Yeah. Our friend of the show, friend of a recent study suggests, Phyllis, she works at a metal station in Idaho. It's in Idaho, you know, like there's people that like, I'm not shitting on her station because it's awesome that she's a metalhead. She's working at a metal station. She's the perfect person for that station. It's just like in Houston, I don't think there's as big of a like ask for it as there are other places. There's not as big of a market for it.
People tend to misrepresent what metal is. You think metal and you think like screaming and grunting in the microphone, you can't hear it. People don't realize that like Metallica as a metal.
Not even Provide the Buzz plays Metallica. And people are like, you
Well,
don't play
I know,
metal.
no, you do. Because
Literally
you guys,
play Metallica.
you play a lot of rock. But I'm just saying, if you like, fuck Ozzy, you could classify as metal. Ozzy's like the godfather of metal. But people think metal and they think what?
This podcast is all over the place.
It is. We're having fun today. We have fun.
We're gonna talk about seashells next. No.
I mean, I know this girl Sally.
Oh, dude, we do have a good. So Jack Harlow.
Yeah, Jack Harlow back.
All right, next comeback kid. I don't know what has been fucking going on, but rowing is fighting Wade Boggs or some sort of UFC match.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's Rwanda against Dwayne Wade, rowing against Dwayne. Like, what the fuck? Everybody's just Roe versus Wade, rowing and Wade. Like Wade Boggs. Like, who are you? Are you team rowers or are you team Wade Boggs? Are you Winklevoss or are you Wade Boggs? Seems like a fucking cool dude.
Yeah, like I don't like rowers. They seem like pretentious guys. And I want to like Wade Boggs, but he went from the Sox to the evil empire. And that's kind of a thing I can't, even though he did drink 30 beers on a plane one time. I was going to say, was it 70? But he went to the evil empire from the Red Sox. It's kind of unforgivable.
Those are some of my favorite Sonny's.
Yeah.
Robert, do you know what we're talking about? You didn't know the rum ham either. I just they went and tried to do the Wade Boggs where they were trying to see who could drink the most beers without passing. If you passed out or threw up, you were out. And you just wore a white undershirt. And when you finished your beer, somebody else had to like verify it, and they would just Sharpie a tally on your shirt until you got there. And it was just like they just flew across the country. It was great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's
Wade
actually
Boggs.
maybe I hope one person was like, this isn't even funny to joke about. I'm done listening to this week.
This
came up yesterday.
Roe versus Wade was like UFC fight night this week. I really thought that. And I was like, man, I didn't think that Kelly, I went to high school with was a big fucking UFC fighter fan. Like, I'm glad that she is. Good for her.
Nice name drop there. I was actually trying to help. This came up the other day, and he was like, dude, I had a sick fantasy football name the other day, and I forgot about it. And I was like, why don't you do like Dwayne Bowe v. Wade? Wade. And I was like, fuck, we need to find a current player.
That's
or
so
Roe.
good,
I was like, if you basketball, Roe v. Dwayne Wade. And all I could come up with was Dwayne Bowe. And I was like, fuck.
That is good, though.
It's very good, but he's not a current player. But like, still,
that's a deep cut, though. Shout out to him, LSU,
Kansas City Chiefs too.
Yeah, before the Chiefs were good.
So if anybody has any ideas of players that rhyme with Roe or Wade, or have Roe or Wade in their name and they're current players, send them to me on Twitter. Because I'm trying to help my GM come up with a name for this year. I still, I've got Fast and LaFlurious. That name's not going anywhere until he gets fired from the Packers after 4 more Super Bowls in the next 10 years. No.
You don't need to do that.
No.
Giants.
We're going to alternate. We're going to alternate.
All right. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine how cocky we would fucking be if our teams just railed off like Giants, Packers, Giants, Packers, Giants, Packers. It would probably go Packers, Giants, Packers. Realistically, the Packers are finishing their rebuild. They're not rebuilding. The Packers are finishing the team. Giants are working on a rebuild.
Can I at least get the next 2? Because I think Aaron might only have 4 more years left with us.
That's fine. I'll give you that.
Okay.
And then Jordan Love steps up.
He ain't gonna be there.
You don't think so? You don't think that
no.
The first quarterback?
I'm not gonna lie.
Then they renewed the other guy. Like, you don't think that that's going to work out?
I've got more faith in our third string Kurt like Benkhart or whatever his name is because he's funny on Twitter. I've got more faith in him than Jordan Love
too.
Hey, he's a fun guy. Yeah, I just want more Dwayne Bowe v. Wade. Come up with some of those for me.
And we're not.
And by the way, if you guys want to use that, if you're a Chiefs fan or an LSU fan,
do it.
Feel free to use that for your name this year in your fantasy football league full of dudes. It will kill. Maybe don't use it for an office pool.
Don't. Yeah, that's a great advice, Pat.
Yeah, you don't want to be called into HR's office because they're not going to be as cool about HR as I am.
Yeah, we're not at all going to weigh in on our thoughts. Again, we are men and we do not, we all identify as men at least, but we do not, we don't believe in telling women how to live their lives or what to do with their bodies. So we're going to let you guys decide that, or we're going to let the government decide that actually too. But we're not going to weigh in on it at all.
Yeah, more government control is
just,
always a good idea.
it has been really funny on Twitter to just be like, what do all these rowers have against Wade Boggs? Like,
yeah, I'm sure you're pissing off a lot of people with that.
You
one.
stupid idiot. How do you not understand? How can you be so obtuse? That's Shawshank, right?
I don't know if they own the word obtuse.
But Shawshank was like, he's like, how can you be so obtuse? That's what got his friend shot.
I don't know, man. Great movie, but I don't know it like quote for quote. All-time great movie. Let me reestablish
You
that.
seen
Somebody's
Shawshank, Robert?
No,
No, zero chance.
You have cable?
I do not.
Okay. Well, if you had cable, it's like on TNT like every weekend.
I still don't think I would watch it.
I don't think, honestly, I've seen Shawshank Redemption probably 60 times. I've never once seen it start to finish. I don't believe.
Yeah,
It's
it is
always
one of
like-
those movies.
It's like on. Oh, all right. I'll watch this for a little bit. Oh shit, it's been an hour. Like you just get sucked into it, and then you're okay. All right. Oh, it's on again. Good. Cool. Do you ever
what's
do that
funny?
when you see like the second half of a movie? You tune in at like the last quarter of it maybe, and then it like replays it again because it's like
Oh yeah,
10 o'clock, and you're like, shit, I haven't seen this part.
I've watched 2 full movies back to back when it's the same movie like that. Just
And
when
you
because
like
it was on
get
TV,
to
I'm too lazy
you
to
get
change
to the
it.
part though that you like started on. You're like, all right, well, I'm out. I am not.
No, I mean like I'd be like, oh, it's coming on, and I've watched it, and then it's just late, and I'm like, well, I don't want to start anything new, and then it just comes on again, and I just watch it again.
My movie like
wait.
that is Wall-E, but I've never seen the end of it.
What channel are you watching Wall-E on?
And I saw that like in school. We would watch that multiple times. But I've seen like the beginning, the middle of it, never gotten to the end.
I loved his school teacher that like would always be like, yo, we're gonna watch this movie, and you never finished them ever. Like a
Mhm.
Friday, like, hey, we're gonna watch this on a Friday.
Because
Shout
they were
out Coach
hungover
Hafer.
and they knew we would be quiet.
Yeah, shout out Coach Hafer when I was in aquatic
Hafe
science.
dog, I love that
That guy
dude.
was the shit. And then sometimes he would just be like, you guys want to watch Blue Planet? And we're like, I absolutely want to watch Blue Planet. Yes. And he'd roll in the TV, throw that bitch on. It was fucking awesome.
He was smart enough to know, and this is before Sudokus like came into like people knowing what they were. I would finish my work quick, and then he quickly learned that he was like, hey Pat, check these out, and showed me how to do Sudokus. And I'm 100% confident he did it because he knew I would finish my work quick and then just talk and like slow down other people. He was like, I'm gonna give Pat busy work, so he'll shut the fuck up and everyone else can do
Absolutely.
their work.
Absolutely.
Fucking love that guy.
Shout out Coach Hafer, dude.
The
Nobody-
Hafe dog.
if you didn't go to our school, you don't know him, but that guy was a cool dude.
He was a real
He was
cool
like
dude.
he was one of the cool teachers that always sticks with you. They always say like there's certain teachers that like you always remember them. Like, yeah, Coach Hafer is one
Aquatic
of
science. He was also a soccer
them.
coach.
Girls soccer coach. Yeah, but he was fucking awesome. He went to with a big Colorado guy, big
I think I'm
Rado
friends
dude.
with him on Facebook.
We should get him on the podcast.
I would love to do that and ask him about that. He'd be like, Pat, I don't remember.
We should do it.
I just remember you being loud.
Let's just have old teachers of all of ours on the podcast. I'm sure everybody else would love that. But we
Oh,
have
John
actually, we have been talking with a certain Marlins pitcher that may or may not be on the podcast soon. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I also, there may or may not be a band, a local Houston band that I'm trying to book as well. So stay tuned for maybe bonus episodes.
Beyonce.
Bonus episodes of PTG.
Ooh.
And when iHeart gets those new studios going, which start tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like, come up to the stewed. Let's hang out here. Hang
Dude.
up here. It'll look all fancy. All right, what do we got? Our last thing we got besides rowing versus Wade Boggs or Dwayne Wade is Tom Brady, because he is going to Tom Brady,
Tommy.
already a very rich man, going to make even more money. He signed a 10-year, $375 million deal. That's baseball fucking money right there. That's fucking Albert Pujols money right there. Signed a deal with Fox. Oh, by the way, he's still fucking playing football. So it's whenever Tom Brady decides to retire, which has to be at the end of this year, right?
Probably. I'm thinking so. If he was ready before this year, he's like, I'm gonna give it one more go. No more than 2 years, but this has got to be his last year.
Fox was like, well, we just lost Joe Buck. Fuck. What could we do? Can we get the Manning cast? No, they're not going to come over here. All right. Who else does everybody?
How about the
think is,
greatest
like,
player to ever play
yeah,
football?
what if we just paid all the money we have to Tom Brady? Okay, let's go with that.
I saw a beautiful tweet. Somebody goes, Tom Brady really played the long game, took real team-friendly deals and way under his market value his entire career, racked up 7 Super Bowls, became the undisputed greatest player to ever touch a pigskin, and now he's making more money over 10 years than he ever did in the NFL over 22 years. Like, as of before this season starts, I don't know what he's making this year. His total career earnings were $293 million over 22 years. He's now going to make 375 over 10. So he's making up for all of the money.
And he's getting no head injuries from it.
And it's so, like, people are like, oh, this is what always made me laugh. People are like, oh, the Patriots cheat. That's how they won that match. I'd be like, no, they won that much because their quarterback was playing when, like, top end quarterbacks were making $32 million a year. He was like, yeah, give me 16. Use that money to sign good players.
Yeah, we can sign some receivers. Give me an offense. Give my offensive lineman money. I got endorsement deals. Doesn't matter.
I'll figure everything else out. Just give me some money.
Rob Gronkowski, he's not spent a dime of his NFL money ever. Has not spent any of that. He's invested it. He uses all the money he spends is his endorsement money, and he's got like every fucking he was Peyton Manning-ish. Like, he was Peyton Manning level almost at one point in the last, like, his last couple of years in New England, where it was like it's Rob Gronkowski, Tide Pods. And like he gets all this money from like these like parties that he goes to, and he's just like, Rob Gronkowski, I'm at a party. I'm in Florida, I'm hanging out. Like, it's gotta be awesome. It's gotta be
the Gronkowski party cruise. They ran that for like 5 straight years. You just go on a yacht with them and party for an afternoon.
I don't understand why people get so mad when, like, Brady gets the bank, dude. He gets the bag. Like, let him fucking do that, dude. Who gives a shit? It's like, do you not want the best player to play the game?
Somebody had commented
to, like, fucking. Do you not want that guy to commentate a game? Everybody thinks Tony Romo. Like, well, I'm a little over Tony Romo right now. I'm not saying I don't think Tony Romo is a good analyst. I just, like, the shtick is like, he's not. Like, him predicting him predicting plays that don't always happen isn't really like as entertaining as it was the first season and the second season he did it. But, like,
true.
Okay, you liked Tony Romo. I hated Tony Romo. I think Tony Romo seems like a chill dude. When he's not wearing a fucking Cowboys hat or a Cowboys helmet. But, like, if the second he puts that back on, fuck you, Tony Romo, and your fucking Skechers. But, like, Tom Brady, like, the greatest to do that, like, the greatest at the position. Oh yeah, why would we want him to be an analyst and break down anything going on?
Yeah, somebody had commented on
the
initial tweet that had, like, Tom Brady's going to sign with Fox as soon as his career, blah, 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 blah. And somebody goes, they should give this job to somebody who's worked hard and grinded their whole life and has been really working towards it. And somebody underneath was just like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe having the greatest quarterback / just greatest player to ever play the game might be able to analyze the game a little bit.
6th round pick, had to fight for his starting job in college, had to fight for his job in the NFL, got a shot, made the most of it, then led a team to the greatest, like, dynasty in NFL history. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like he could be that guy.
That guy didn't grind and work over the last 22 years to really learn the game of football. You're right. Some journalist from Syracuse is probably going to be able to call the game better than he could.
What I
don't think so.
What I really think happened is Tom Brady, like, he retired this year. He early retired, and then was like, all I want to do is watch film. Like, I'm so like, his brain is just like, you get in a routine. He's a man of routine. We're all people of routine. Tom Brady's routine is, I go work the fuck out with Alex Guerrero. I go to the beach, get my boys. We play a little catch. We work on some route work. I watch a lot of tape to get ready for my opponents when the season schedule comes out. That's what he does. And he was like, they were like, well, what if we just gave you $375 million so you can do just that? But on Sundays, you get to you can come in a little hungover, wear a suit instead of pads, and then you don't get hit. And you're not, like, the CTE may not catch up to you until, your 60s. Like, that was probably how it went. He was like, oh shit, yeah, I could totally watch tape and then still talk football and do all of those things. I felt like Michael Strahan was that way, where he was like, all he knew was football. And then he was like, well, I'm a fun guy. Like, he's a fun dude. So then they're like, well, do you want to just hop on the desk with Terry and Howie and Jimmy Johnson and hang out with them? He's like, fuck yeah, let's go do that. Like, they like, I know that they're working and they're definitely doing, like, there's so much work that goes into being an
It's not just showing
games. A lot of people think that they're just hanging out, but there's a lot that goes on that. And especially fucking call it a game. Like, I did high school football games and it was the fucking like when you don't have stats on people, it was very strenuous to have to like dig up stats on like high school players and like, well, he's being recruited by Texas and he could be going here. He's a sophomore. Deontay Foreman called his games in high school, but like Brady just wants to fucking talk football. He's a football guy, and they paid a football guy all the money in the world to be a football guy. Like, that's the perfect dude.
I hope he does 10 years. After 10 years is like renowned as one of the greatest announcers to ever do it, and then goes, fucking, I'm running for president. And just wins that too.
He could.
Except a lot of the country hated him. But, after 10 years of doing games, I think everyone, maybe they'll be like, oh, you know what? We didn't like him as a player, but he's really good.
I don't understand what Giants people
at
hate
that
on him,
point.
They're like, we got him twice. I don't care. I think Tom Brady's a cool dude.
At that point, after 10 years, he'll be like 56 years old, still just ridiculously hot. Like, the women are going to get out and vote for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That'd
Tom
be
Brady's
beautiful.
awesome. Love Tom Brady.
Yes. Also, you said something about schedule in there. They've released Giants. Did they release a second game yet?
Not yet, because
So they announced November 13th, Packers Cowboys at Lambeau. We're gonna stomp Dak's dick into the fucking frozen tundra.
Good.
It's gonna be against our defense that we're building. Dak's gonna throw 3 interceptions.
November season starts September, October. That'll be 3 months in. Cowboys will probably be it's the second week in November.
Yeah.
Cowboys would probably be like 6-4 at that point.
I can still see them being like 7-2, 7-3.
No, I'm just kidding. They're probably going to be better than that. But then the Giants, that's where you guys kill them, and the Giants just run away with the division because the Eagles are just going to turn out to be hot garbage. And
we're going to just destroy
the Giants are really turning it around, even though they lost. So they cut a cornerback. Nobody needs to get into that. You can listen to the Claret Big Blue podcast if you want to hear me talk about the Giants. But they just decided, like, you have dead cap money. They released a cornerback, James Bradbury, and the coach was just like, "Fuck it, dude. Let's just go. We're taking $11 million in dead cap space. I don't give a shit this year." And it's like the Giants are just gonna have a go fuck yourself year, like where they're not gonna win anything, but they're gonna fuck up some teams like. Some NFC East team, the final week of the season is going to be playing a playoff game, and we're going to be the team that just fucking beats them. It's like, oh, go suck my dick. Just go suck my dick. Go fuck yourself. We're building something here. Danny throws 37 touchdown passes in that game. We're like, okay, we have all the money.
So is it tomorrow is the full schedule release?
Thursday. Yeah. Thursday, May 12th, as we're recording this on the 11th. Thursday is the schedule release. So expect, like, they have a whole show at about 6 or 7 o'clock, depending on where you are. Expect the schedule to get released at like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Because all of the teams' social media people have to have, Robert, you know this, in social media, you get a little tipped off before stuff. And there's always the guy with the Reddit account that's like, be a real shame if everybody leaked this Cowboys schedule. If everybody leaked this Packers schedule. If everybody leaked this Giants schedule. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you're going to be awake earlier than me. So if it happens to leak, and you see the leak has happened, just shoot it over to me. So I'll have something.
I feel like you guys already know like 4 of your games now, though.
2.
Like
that's what I'm saying. It was the Cowboys game and then derby.
We got the derby.
Cowboys Packers derby in London.
Which I did mention this on the Claret Big Blue podcast last night with Mike Fish. If you want to go check that out anywhere you listen to podcasts. Rebecca Lowe does the NBC's soccer coverage, and she was having to do the NBC's derby coverage, and she's British. And it was just like, it took everything in her to not just be like, fuck you Americans for saying derby and not derby. Because it was like, yeah, and the derby favorite right here, Epicenter. I'm walking with Epicenter. And she's like, the derby, stop. And she was like, you could tell she was really struggling with her
It's an
pronunciation.
E, not an A. We're right. They're wrong.
Right? Derby. Who won the war? We did. We get to tell you how it is.
ER makes the ER sound, not ah. It's just.
It would be Ein Derby if the Germans won World War II. We're not going to let that. We didn't let that happen. They can't talk shit. So you don't get to talk shit when we pronounce it the right way.
Yeah. It's not error. It's error. Oh, no, that would be ara.
I always like when like British people throw in the R at the end of like it was like Obama.
That's
like
no,
when,
that's like New England. They add R's where they don't go. And
no,
it's
like, because like it's like an A or an O sometimes. Like Emma used to work with a British guy. And he called him Emmer sometimes, and it was like he's calling her Emma, but it was like it just sounded like Emmer sometimes. Like,
Emma.
Emma.
It does kind of sound like that.
Leads a little, it's just a little long. It was like, oh, President Barack Obama. And you're like, wait, what?
Oh, Barry.
All right, moving on.
What the fuck are we talking about anymore?
Yeah, sorry. Shout out to you guys if you're still listening to the podcast. I thought this was
we're killing it
because we didn't have a lot prepped. But so let's recap last week's mock draft final results. We did a mock draft of villains. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked with the results, but congrats. Round of applause to Bobby Jokes. Bobby, big time,
tough
getting the dub. You won last week's mock draft voting. 44% of the vote going to you, almost half. Pat had 42%. I had 14%. I thought people were gonna think Satan was. I thought Satan was the goat of villains. I'm a little worried that you guys aren't afraid of Satan as much as you should be.
Satan's a
But
pussy.
congratulations to you guys.
I watched South Park.
Congratulations to Robert specifically for winning the whole season. This was our closest mock draft season we've ever had.
I want to recount.
The closest mock draft season we've ever had. Robert had 4 wins on the season. Pat and I both finished with 3. Although I think if we were going on like overall, I think I would slightly edge you, even though we're not. Because this was the first time I got last place last week.
Oh, I'm talking about just total percentage. I think I had.
Oh yeah. Oh, last week you did. But like overall, I only had 1 last place finish.
No, but I'm saying overall, if you total up all of our percentages, I would say I'd still have your ass.
I don't know. Somebody go do that for us, though. Congratulations to Robert on winning mock draft season.
I think this last one had the most votes out of any of them.
It was, and like I liked it because it had everybody telling us what we missed, and like there were a ton of people. Like we did a lot of the honorable mentions afterwards, but the people like it's funny because you can tell like who listens to the podcast, and then they go and like they respect the exercise and like, okay, well, these 4 people you guys didn't include but should have been included. And then there's people like, what are you talking about? So and so was the worst guy ever. How is this? What is this? I was like, well, yeah, you clearly didn't listen to it. And I get it. It's a long podcast. Sometimes.
You know, I didn't even think about the fact that people that don't listen might have voted. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Nancy Grace, even though everyone in the world knows that she's a bad person. That's kind of more of our thing.
Do you want somebody that likes Nancy Grace to vote for you?
Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe that 58% of people think Nancy Grace is not a villain.
She is the most villain of all the villains.
She's villainous.
So villainous.
Villainous.
Villainous. Exactly.
That sounded like a Harry Potter spell. Villainous.
Love that.
Good season though, boys. Good season.
Bobby Jokes. Congratulations, buddy. This is your first mock draft win. Mock draft season
Hey, he's
win,
getting articles written about him. He's winning drafts. He's Bobby big time.
Fucking big time over here.
Oh my God. Can we make a t-shirt where it's like a silhouette of his face, but he's got like Pauly D's hair and it says Bobby big time?
I like that.
Or can we just get you that hair and you wear it like a wig hair of that and you wear it for Halloween and you go out as Bobby big time and we get you like chains and like fake tattoos and shit?
No. I was thinking more of Bobby as like Scarface. Just him at the table with whatever, like insert whatever it is for him. It would probably be just like a lot of like Coca-Colas.
You cockroach.
No, but we're like on the meme where he's just got like the cocaine all over his face, but it's just Bobby like,
It's milk.
annihilated all of you.
It's milk. He's just giving him a milk mustache.
Just bottles of water.
It's gotta be chocolate milk though.
Chocolate. He's stirring it.
You want some more of this?
Bobby's he's totally gonna leave us. He's totally
Saying hello to
gonna
my
leave
little
us.
friend.
He's like, I won mock draft season, got featured in Voyage Houston.
Gotta retire on top.
Podcast. I'm just going out.
That guy.
Who's the bad guy? Who's the bad guy?
Who's the bad guy? That's why I love the part of the podcast, because I just like, we're on 3 screens, so I'm either looking at you two, and every so often I'll look back at my face and it's just red from fucking laughing.
That's how you know it's a good one though. So you
Oh
know it's a
yeah.
good podcast.
Plus, shitty camera, everything looks red anyway. But
and if you're not watching the video version, you can do that Pass the Gravy podcast on YouTube. Go like, subscribe all of our videos, and just give in the video for this week. Just be like, congrats, Bobby Jokes, Bobby Big Time. Please don't leave. Please don't leave, Bobby Big Time. We'll make it. Let's do that. Let's Pat right now tweet and be like, please, I'm sorry, Robert, please don't leave us. And then everybody that's listening, as you listen, just be like, Robert, I'm sorry for what they did. Please don't leave the podcast, and we'll make it a whole dramatic thing. But you can't leave, because if you leave, then
on it.
Yeah, we got to do the BP South Park apology. I'm
sorry. Sorry.
Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment, where you guys throw us the situation Jesus might find himself in today's time. We used to have the bracelets that would say WWJD on it, but they never answered our questions. We will answer your question for you. So throw Jesus in a situation he'd find himself in today's time. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassTheGravyPod. We're only going to do this segment until you guys stop submitting scenarios for us, and we're running out of scenarios. So hit us up with some more @PassTheGravyPod, hashtag PTGWWJD. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
Right, this week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our reigning Pass the Gravy podcast MVP, Josh Tree Caudle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. And he says, if Jesus went to Denny's and built his own Grand Slam, what would he go with?
Well, I hate to say it, I think we have to assume the times that Jesus was from, and he was
back in
Jewish
today's time, though. He's
and
back in
kosher.
time.
Would he still be kosher? Because do we have to take pork off the menu?
We're assuming everything is kosher.
Okay, so you got to take pork off the menu, right?
All right.
So let's see what we got.
All right. So the build your own Grand Slam, you can pick 4 items and make it your own, according to Denny's website. And of the 4
He's got to go
items,
eggs.
you got to go bacon strips, buttermilk biscuit. No, I'm just reading off what you can pick.
Oh.
These are your options. It's the build your own Grand Slam. You get to pick 4 items: bacon strips, buttermilk biscuit, buttermilk pancakes, eggs, English muffin, grits, hash browns, oatmeal, sausage links, slice of toast, turkey, bacon strips, fit fair chicken. We're not doing that. Sausage patty, egg whites, hearty wheat pancakes, premium items.
I'm getting a completely different menu than you are.
Grilled ham slice or a new hearty breakfast sausage. And then they also have seasonal fruit or yogurt available. He's going to go bacon strips. Absolutely.
We just said, I thought you just said he was keeping it kosher. That's pork.
No, it's been blessed by a rabbi.
Oh, so now we're just changing everything.
You have to go bacon. It's today.
I mean, I agree, but
bacon pancakes, those are half of them. I think he also goes a little, maybe you go a little sausage. Go a little sausage link and then some eggs.
Yeah, I think he goes the classic route: pancakes, bacon, sausage, eggs.
Why would you not go that way? It's the safest. It's the safest route. But like, I think it's weird when people fuck up breakfast orders. Like, we like, wait, you went fruit on that? Like, unless you're trying to like watch like cholesterol and stuff. Like, I get that, but it's like, no. Like, bacon, pancakes, sausage, eggs. That's the American way.
And you get some hash browns on the side and some coffee, or and some coffee.
Yeah, you get a little side of hash browns too. Oh, that's crazy. You're just going crazy there. But yeah, I think he just goes classic.
Well, I think it just said it comes with the side of hash. Am I the only one that's having a really hard time even finding a goddamn Denny's menu right now?
Oh no!
It keeps sending me to Springfield, Mass. Why the fuck would I want to be using Springfield as my like? Come on!
Yeah. Yeah. So I think eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes. That's pretty open shut, right? Like, Jesus is a cool dude. He eats regular people food. He's one of us, you know.
Eggs, pancake, bacon, sausage. Yeah.
I want Denny's now.
Me too.
Seriously, man. I want a fucking grand slam.
Boys trip to Denny's.
You know what? Some fucking corned beef hash too. Let's get crazy with it.
If we, like, Robert, cut this part out, but like, if we like had like a business meeting, PTG, we officially filed, like, it's like officially filed as an LLC.
We got to do that first.
You guys don't think it's already an LLC? It's already
Yes,
copyrighted.
I do.
It's already copyrighted.
I think we have to actually be a business, unless you use your company, you get a company card, Alex, and then say that we're trying to help you come up with show ideas as outside consultants.
Right off.
I'll be right back. Someone's at the front door.
Yeah, we heard.
I'm just saying we could write off a lot of Denny's.
I'm telling you, if you just, Robert already works for the company, so I think it'd be okay. You say you guys are having breakfast with me as an
you work for the company too. You're on a podcast for the company.
That's true, but I'm saying if you could get a Rod Ryan show card or something like that.
Yeah, I mean PTG is an LLC already. Like, it's already.
I don't think it is. I think you're fucking lying about that. You're paying business taxes on this?
I don't pay taxes. You know
that's true. I forgot about that part.
I'm supposed to, but I don't. Robert, cut that part out too. Yeah, they can tax the other one. I have to fucking pay it.
I really hope.
Look, I don't give a fuck. It was an Olympic year. Fuck you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you next Olympics. I'm paying you in the summer. It's a summer Olympic year is when I'll pay you.
I hope in like 2 years, one day, on a Wednesday, I just like text you and Robert. I'm like, hey, so what time are we starting? Nothing. And Robert's like, he's not answering. We're both going back. And then like nothing. So then we have to quit. And then like 6 days later, we find out like no word from you, nothing that's going on. We can't get a hold of you. Or maybe like 2 days later, we get a hold of your dad. He's like, yeah, he got arrested. He really wasn't paying his taxes this whole time.
I don't pay taxes.
And you know what? That would give me so much respect for you. I'd be, God damn it, Alex is my libertarian king. Like
you think I'm fucking rich?
Alex just
what are you gonna tax me? Nothing.
One time on a podcast, I said taxation is theft, and Robert was like, Alex is like, God damn it, you're right. I ain't doing this shit no more.
Never paid taxes again. Never paid taxes again.
That would be a lot of fun.
But PTG LLC like just writes off all of our Denny's breakfast meetings.
It writes off and it rolls off the tongue.
Although, like,
but
as a podcast, I feel like we are Team Waffle House, though.
I mean, I don't understand what writing off. I don't think that it still needs to be paid.
I don't know.
It's just the business paying it, which is
I'm not
you.
A tax guy. I don't know if you know this, but I'm not a tax guy. So like when I file my taxes, every 4 years, I'll be like, Dad, can I write this off? And he's like, you don't make enough money to make it worth writing anything off. I'm like, well, oh, okay.
You know what's funny is I don't think either one of us will ever learn that kind of thing So someday we'll have children and they'll
No,
be like,
it's
Dad,
gonna
can I
just
write
die
this
with our
off?
dad. Like
That's what I'm
with
saying,
our
like-
yeah.
we're gonna have kids who make, Dad, can I write this off? And we're gonna be like, we don't fucking know.
Ask
Your grandfather better still be alive.
I
'cause
don't
I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, no, it but my dad's always like, you're not making, like, if you're making a bunch of money, you want to write stuff off. But like, because I always say, like, I could write off all of my cable. I could technically write off Sunday Ticket because I do shows that talk about that, and that is on the iHeartRadio network. Like, if I do shows talking about the things that I watch on TV, I am able to write off internet. I'm able to write off cable. Like that should be pretty slam dunk. Like, there's not a lot of questions asked. And my dad's always like, you don't make enough money to do that. I'm like, okay, way to just
And I
poor
definitely-
shame me. Way to poor shame me, Dad.
Yeah, I
Love you,
thought
Dad,
about
but
that. And I
way
was
to
like,
poor
wait,
shame me.
but like, then I would also have to go to like H&R Block and like go and have somebody do my taxes, pay them to do my taxes. By the time that happens, even if they make me a little bit more money, what I'm paying them, I'm probably still going to come out less than when I just go through TurboTax and get my taxes done in 25 minutes.
I always go to Frankie Ocho Esquire and Associates, and that guy takes care of business.
I got enough, let's call them businesses with
I
Frankie
got
Ocho.
I got an 8-pronged plan.
I got
Getting you out of all
legitimate
these
business and I got Frankie business. I keep the
Got it.
legitimate business away from Frankie. Frankie doesn't want to know it. He doesn't want to be a part of it. We got
A lot of
our
people
business and I
call-
got my business.
A lot of people call these shell corporations. I call them spiderweb corps.
I did see, what was it, yesterday or something, that my shirt or my Frankie Ocho shirt has been shipped.
Oh, I got to. So I told you guys I was. I'm a little. I mean, I'm not gonna be that way when
Friday
I
to
get gym.
Tuesday, so I should be wearing it next week.
I'm not gonna be that way with my Oyo gym, like, because I'm gonna be jacked. But like, I bought a large and a medium. That was a first time purchase. That's the first time I've done that. Bought large and a medium. I was like, whatever fits best.
Beefcake. Beefcake!
If the large fits best, that's mine. Emma gets the medium to wear. If the medium fits best, Emma gets a big shirt to sleep in.
There you go.
Win-win. Win-win.
Yeah.
Maybe I do a giveaway for only people who wear larges. I got the jersey though. I'm fucking stoked. Good call on offering the jersey. That's all Bobby Jokes. Everybody shout out Bobby Jokes. Come up
Yeah.
to Bobby big time. You can't leave us because we don't know how we're gonna do merch if you leave.
It's just going to be a lot of Microsoft Paint designs printed on t-shirts.
I just, like, we always tell you guys, Bobby holds the whole thing together. Like, we have a 75-hour podcast when he's not here the week. He's not here. But we're all like, Robert, how do I do this? Can you, what YouTube's saying this? Will you fix this? And he's like, fucking. All right.
If Robert ever left us, we might as well just make this show a live stream and just start it at like 8 in the morning. Or no,
We'll
not
just-
8. 'cause
we'll
you're
just
you're
Take
working. But,
Wednesdays off. We'll just take Wednesdays off.
I mean, I'm off Wednesdays, but I'm just saying, you instead of starting at 3, we'll be starting at 1. Like, you get home, turn the cameras on, let's fucking go.
Just think about, like, when Bobby wasn't on the show, like, we had no video version. We had way less listeners. Now Bobby's on. We got a lot more listeners.
Merch.
We got merch. We got fucking, like, multiple platforms that you can watch us on, not just YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook.
We've got Braille.
We've got fucking, yeah. You can hit
You've been
the
keeping up with
Braille
that, right, Robbie?
Mm-hmm.
You have been putting
Okay.
those out, huh? How do
Yeah.
you put those out? Do you just put them out? Like, you still putting them on like street corners? You just give them
Yeah.
to homeless guys?
Mm-hmm. You know, you get those free
Okay.
magazines. I just put those
Yeah.
in there instead. Take out the
That's
magazines,
actually-
put that in there.
I like that.
Hey, take it out and you put it in. We got it.
See, he does all the little things that you guys don't necessarily know about. That's when we say he's the glue. He is the glue. And Bobby Big Time, you better not forget about us. That's all I'm saying. All right, buddy. Well, a recent study actually told me
Actually,
that people that leave their podcast they start on and go Bobby Big Time, that that they probably are more successful, but they miss the camaraderie with the shittier podcast that they're on.
I would actually love for Bobby to become so big that like one day we're like, hey, dude, can we come on yours? And he's
Can
like,
we work? Can I work for you?
no.
He's like, absolutely fucking
He's
not.
like,
Please
no.
don't ever talk to me again.
you could work for him. I could. I don't know what the fuck. Like, unless I'm just like,
Bobby
you know
would
what I could
not
do?
want me to work for him.
if Bobby became so big and he got like his own like they bought a whole space, I can be a secretary. That's about all I'm trained to be. I can answer phones and don't ask me to make coffee. I still don't know how to make coffee, but I can get coffee.
No, if they bought Keurigs.
Well, yeah, obviously that's how I would make coffee.
Do restaurants ever do that? Is that ever like? I'll
No.
take.
Oh,
that
I mean,
as
I'm
possible.
sure
They
some
just
of them out.
Keurig it.
No, nobody.
It'd be really funny if that was.
They
like, some
can't because it
restaurant's
is so much more expensive to do
method.
it that way.
Dude. We buy the 4-pack. Like we have these. I think it's Cafe Bustelo is what we drink, and I buy like the 4-pack. Like always, I'll be like, Emma, when you open.
That's
the
what I
last
forgot
pack,
to buy today was coffee pods. Fuck.
when you open the last pack, just let me know and I'll order it on Amazon. It'll be there. And we order the 4 packs at a time. And it's just like, fucking, this is so expensive.
4-pack, like 4 pods at a time.
No. Like 4 boxes of, I think it's 12.
Dude, I go to HEB and I'll buy a 48-pack of pods.
We can all, so we have like we live in an apartment, you live in a house. So we have way less storage, I feel like, available. So it's
I mean,
like
the box isn't that big. It's like this by like this.
But the box, like, so when Amazon packages stuff, Amazon, when they the box.
There you go. The box.
The box.
It was a box in a bit.
Well, I was playing Xbox with somebody last night and I kept saying box and like they just didn't give me anything. And I was like, I wish that Pat could hear this. Pat would.
The fucking hit box is
recognize.
huge.
But like Amazon is like the way they package stuff is funny to me because it's like, here, we sent you like the gym thing I got. It like came in a box in a big Amazon box. It came in it was a big ass box in a box. And like the coffee pods come in a box with the coffee pods, but it's in an Amazon box. So it's a box in a box full of boxes. And Amazon's like, hey, we're giving back to the earth, you know? It's like, how? By just fucking throwing every piece of cardboard you can at my house? I don't know. I don't get it, but I like Amazon. I'm a big fan. I'm not going
More
anywhere.
box the better.
Blame me for the oceans. Blame me for the oceans. But yeah, Jesus would go with the old
classic
Grand Slam. This was still the same thing. You didn't miss much, Robert. Who was at the door?
Long guy. You might be able to hear him a little bit.
Yeah,
nice.
we can.
Did you ask him to do the diagonal mow, a little baseball mow, maybe?
Yeah, I told him to make a diamond, an actual diamond, baseball diamond.
Do an R, make an R in the middle of the field. That's always cool. I always wonder how do you make the arch in the St. Louis field? That's crazy. Whenever there's
you ask him to you ask him to trim your bush.
Hey, sure, hit those shrubs.
Alex, and to answer your question, I believe the way they do the arch is they put it down and they mow, and then they just lift the mower up when they're done mowing the.
Well, I don't fucking mow, man.
I'm just saying, I believe I could be
lived
wrong.
At my parents' house.
I could be wrong. They might just be down on their hands and knees with some shears, doing real precise shit. But
well, actually, auxiliary not cool. Early not cool is I was walking the dog the other day, and they were doing like lawn care at the apartments, and like the front of my apartments, it literally just has like that strip in front of the street that you got to get. And the guy was using the blower, and I was walking out with my dog, and he like looked at me and then just blows towards it. I was like, what God, like, what are you doing? Don't blow all that shit in my face. Fuck you.
See, that's a city lawn guy. Suburb lawn guys.
But wait,
they even feel somebody coming near them. They turn their shit off and they just kind of step back. Because they know you blow shit at one person in the neighborhood, they're like, fuck, I just lost a customer. God damn it. City lawn guys that are contracted by buildings and shit, they don't give a fuck.
Like, we start at fucking 8 a.m. I don't give a fuck when you wake up. Even if it's a Saturday, go fuck yourself.
Every Wednesday when I leave, doesn't matter what time I leave, it's usually about the same time. But when I'll leave, my next door neighbor is usually getting his lawn finished up, and I always want to ask the guys how much. But also, I've got all my own shit. Actually, I stood in Walmart for like an extra 15 minutes today because I was just staring at all the lawn equipment. I was like, kind of want to get this battery operated shit. Like, ooh, this one's got the blower and the weed weeder with it. And I was like, oh, that battery mower is only like 120. I was like, fuck.
I got my dad a battery.
Then I could gift all my old shit to my buddy that just moved in the neighborhood. Do my one good deed for the year.
Get my dad a battery powered blower for Father's Day last year.
I want one so bad.
Crushed it because it's like I remember when I ordered it and it showed up in like this big of a box, and I was like, "There's no way this is a blower." I was like, "Oh, actually, it is. You just put these two pieces together. It's perfect." And it's like, "Oh, and it weighs nothing." Makes a lot of sense. It's not the backpack kind.
I've got one, and it's a really good blower, but I've got my only plug in my garage is in the back of my garage. So it has to come all the way out of the, and I've got 2 extension cords attached to it. And even so, then when I like weed the front, like on the street, some shit will blow, and like I can't get it quite far enough to get all of it. So then I just end up like, the wind will blow the rest of that shit away.
Yeah, it's the wind. Let the wind do its job.
And then I got to worry about like getting unplugged while I'm pulling it that far out. I kind of want just the handheld, nothing. I want it.
That.
I recently got a cordless vacuum. Pretty excited about that.
Oh, Bobby, big time over here.
Those are dope. Wait, hold on. Is it like purple and white?
Yes.
I think I probably have the same one at the restaurant.
It's a good one.
It is. Those things are fucking solid. And they're easy to clean, man. You just hit that little thing. The bitch pops out the bottom, smack it a few times.
I love that.
Maybe like once every 3 months, actually take it apart and hand clean it. And it takes like 2 minutes.
Yep, exactly.
Those things are fucking dope. Every cordless now, man. We finally uncorded phones 20 years ago. We're finally uncording everything else.
You know what else is dope? Speaking of dope things, Southern
Weed?
Star Brewing Company.
Yeah, much doper.
Will you tell all of our friends about Southern Star?
Yes, I am. I'm very disappointed that last week Alex bailed on me, so I couldn't go try the Mandalorian beer. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to drive up by myself because I'm a child and I'm not good at being alone. But it's okay because I had many other options. Right now, today, I had one of the Southern brunches earlier, but I've been drinking the always delicious. I talk about it so many times. You guys know the Metzli Pecan Stout. You know I love my dark beers. I don't care how hot it is outside. It's probably like 116, 230 degrees outside, something like that. You know, it's Texas. Once it becomes summer, it's just hell's armpit. It is what it is. But stay inside like I do. Drink delicious cold or even warm. I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes I enjoy my stouts, my dark beers a little bit warm. I want them warmer. But there's plenty of options. You don't like your dark beers? I got Bombshell Blonde down here. I got Southern Brunch right on top of it. I still got 2 6-packs of Wit over there, which, guys, find it while you can. It's not going to stick around much longer. And it really is, I think, as far as just straight up deliciousness, maybe a top 5 all-time beer from Southern Star. That Wit goes down so smooth, and it is so good. You want something to pack a little bit more punch? Right here. Conspiracy Theory IPA. I would recommend don't drink 11 of them like I did last time I had some of these. That was a little precarious. Not going to lie. I had a bit of a hangover the next day. Question the truth, though. Southern Star. Question it all. And then, of course, there is the podcast favorite. The one that I think really, like, we were with them for a little bit already at this point, but I think the beer that really launched our true close bond was the Strawberry Blonde.
We just annoyed them until they just kept it around.
Yes. And I think that's when they really realized that, like, these guys aren't just, I think that's when they realized these guys aren't just shelling for us. They love this. They love us. Like, they are fucking balls deep in us. I don't think that's probably the terminology
more out of this
use,
than we are. But they're like, we get it now.
Yeah. They're not just whores that are shelling for the company. No, they fucking care. Because otherwise, they would have been like, all right, make another one. We love Southern Star. I would recommend if you're up near them, try. I don't know how much they got left. Try, go up there, see if they still have some of ours or of
ours.
Oh, so there's so definitely go get some of that.
A little baby bit of Darling. Probably like, I want to say maybe like a keg left. It might be like a keg left to Darling like a Marlin.
Yeah, try and get some. I'm trying to find the name of it right now. My phone's being a butthole. Of the Mandalorian beer that they made, the Star Wars beer. I don't know if I can technically say either one of those, but I'm saying it
It
anyway
is
because
the
I don't give a
way.
fuck. But it's a stout. It's a dark beer. That's why I really wanted to get some of it. Go find it. Go get it. Enjoy it. Drink all of it that you can. Southern Star.
Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll get it. They'll hook you up. Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world, and the official beer sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Next one is from my buddy Josh Tree Cottle at Joshua Tree 713. What's going on again, buddy? He says, I forgot to post my hashtag PTG not cool, but the wife's birthday was on Friday, so we planned on going out of town or doing anything and ended up having to stay home because of a leak again in the master bathroom. I have a great name for my property manager, Slum Lord Millionaire. If it could have been, or it could have been fixed, is what he's saying. He sends us a picture. Now, I mean, I am.
Well,
not a
I believe
homeowner.
what he had actually said. You cut off part of it. He goes, it could have been fixed right the first time, but they cut corners and fucked it up.
Okay.
He said it had, or maybe that was a subsequent tweet. It said it had already been fixed a couple months ago, but they cut corners and either pocketed the rest of the money that was for it, or just cut corners to save money. And that picture does not look good.
Yeah, they're having to cut out a whole portion of their wall. It looks like a pipe broke again. That would probably cause the leak, but at least like when you live in apartments, like my favorite thing about living in apartments, like, hey, fuckface, like this isn't working. Fix it now. Fucking fix it. Let's go.
Oh,
And-
you say that like they have to come fix it right away. Didn't you not have air conditioning for a week?
Whole weekend, yeah. The weekend of my proposal is like, oh, the first time we've had somebody stay with us, no air conditioning. Hopefully you like that when it's getting warm. But yeah, that happened. That happened. But you don't have to pay for all that shit with a home, especially if you're like renting or anything. It's like you're kind of at their will as well. That does blow. I hate that for you, buddy, especially on the missus' birthday. First birthday that you get to spend married with her, you know, like not ever a good thing. Not ever.
Yeah, it's a good
thing. You know
omen.
what we should do? We should throw some sort of PTG event that they can come to as a late birthday party. But that Josh also gets to drink like it's his birthday too.
I was gonna say maybe just every member of the Gravy Gang sends them
Josh,
like
we'll just pay for
$2
your
and
Uber.
they have a
Is what
nice
we're
dinner.
saying. We'll just say we're paying for your Uber. Is what we're gonna do.
There you go.
I think Mrs.
That would
Tree
actually be a good one.
I think Mrs. Tree would have fun with your Gravy. We've
Yeah.
hung out with her a couple times. She's cool as shit.
Bring JJ. I'll wrestle him and fucking beat him up so then he gets tired and we'll just sleep and you guys can have a good all time drinking.
Paddle beat the shit out of your kid. You guys
I will
can go
beat up your children
Yeah, have a
without
nice
actually
dinner. Paddle,
hitting
just
them.
fight your kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at. It's my babysitting style. I fight children. You know, I don't punch them or hit them. I just beat them up.
Unless
I
they
pick
deserve
them up.
it.
I throw them into couches. They love it. They get tired. They're small. They fall asleep. Now, a lot of time now it happens. I get very tired at the same time because I'm very out of shape. So I'll put them in like a figure 4 leg lock and just like keep them pinned down and they can try and
Dude,
wiggle out of it and tire themselves
Think
out.
about your figure 4 leg lock when I let you use my Oyo gym. You're all fucking just, we're all like
All the
three of us-
UFC, it'll be game over for everyone.
all three of us are gonna be so jacked. Like, what is our next live event? We're probably gonna have the Spooktacular, Christmas Spooktacular before episode 500, probably sometime around then. But one of those, you're gonna be like, damn, did PTG just get fucking jacked? And I'm like, yeah, it's the Yo-Yo Gym.
I'm gonna show up just looking like John Cena.
Only $120.
Big
Two
muscles, tiny penis, just like John Cena.
I did the 2 payments thing too, which makes me feel bad. That's another not cool. It's like they suckered me into being like, it's not $120. It's just 2 payments of $60.
Oh, you idiot! Just pay the money. Never owe on
Over
anything.
2 months. Over fucking 2 months. It's like, yeah, I have $120 right now. I can just give it to you. No. It's fine. I'm gonna get to test it out because there's a 30-day money back guarantee. but I'm gonna be so ripped by the time the 30 days is over. I'm gonna want to keep using
no,
it.
there's no such thing as a 30-day money back guarantee with me. As soon as I leave with it,
Yeah,
I'm never going to spend the time.
I'm not gonna go to post office and mail this shit back. Fuck you.
Right? 0% chance I ever
Robert,
use a
you want
rebate.
this gym? Done. That's what I always.
I
Robert,
need
what
a
size are you?
very-
Cool. Here's these taco shorts.
I need a bossy girl to, for some reason, fall in love with me who will do that kind of stuff because it is not in my DNA. Like, it's just not. I've said it for years. I need a woman to boss me around. Other than like, that's why I did well in high school.
A dominatrix.
When I had a strict schedule, and once I got to college, and I didn't have a strict schedule where people were telling me what to do, everything started to fall apart. I crave structure.
Any dominatrix is a dominatrix kink.
Yeah, you can be. I hope her job's a dominatrix. They pay well. I don't need her to do that to me in our private time, but I need her to be structured.
Hey, what you guys do in your private time is up to you guys.
Hey, is there any woman that works specifically for Excel? Not all of Microsoft. It's just Excel. That's what she works. That's what I need.
There you go. All right, let's move on. Our final listener submitted not cool this week is from our girl Melissa Hyde at Mel Hyde. Myself, we love Melissa. She says, I had the flu, and she's addressing me personally on this. And she says, Alex, I could barely eat, but I had to eat in my bed. It was gross. I couldn't wait to switch out the sheets. I love her. You're a queen, Melissa. You are a queen. We love you, and I hope you're better. I hope you're better. But yes, eating in the bed is fucking gross. It's gross.
Before I went to bed last night,
Disgusting.
before I finally went to sleep, I was watching Schitt's Creek on my laptop in bed, and I ate a bag of Doritos and a bag of the white cheddar Snackwell popcorn, or whatever the fuck that popcorn is.
Just perfect for ants.
No, do I look like somebody that leaves crumbs?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You absolutely look like somebody that leaves crumbs.
Fat people leave crumbs. Units leave no trace of the food. I consume every last fucking ounce of it. That's not always true. Sometimes I'll wake up with a bit of a Dorito stuck to my side. But welcome to the dark side, baby. Just change your sheets. What's the problem? Now, if you're eating French bread, like a sandwich of French bread in bed, and there's somebody else in the bed with you, and they wake up with crumbs on their side, yeah, I can see that being a problem. It's just me in there. I'm comfy. I'm gonna have a little snack while I watch Schitt's Creek and go, ew, David. Yeah, I don't care. It's beautiful. Or better yet, find someone that loves to snack in bed too, and both of y'all have a nice little snack. Or have a couple bites, smash, finish your snack, and pass out. There you go.
I mean, I think,
and then change your sheets the next morning.
I respect Melissa for being like, we don't do that. Emma's always like, we could do this, but you won't let me eat in bed, like, because it's fucking gross.
Oh,
it's fucking gross.
You won't let her?
We don't eat in bed.
She's in charge.
Beds are for sleeping. Beds are not for eating. Tables.
She's in charge.
Coffee tables. Any kind of table is for eating. Beds are for sleeping.
You won't even give her breakfast in bed on her birthday?
That's different. But no, I don't.
No. You said we don't eat in bed. You didn't say we don't eat in bed. Except
if you serve somebody breakfast in bed, obviously it's fine to eat in bed. But like, you're not just eating cookies in fucking bed. You're not eating cookies in my bed. We're not gonna just bring a box of crackers or chips in my fucking. We're not doing that shit.
I'm gonna convince her to just start eating in bed and leaving crumbs only on your side.
Beds and I'll sleep on the other side of the room. That's fine. I don't mind
okay,
that.
you know what? You say that, but that doesn't work. You're gonna miss it.
It doesn't. I do like
Marshall and Lily tried that and it did not work out because Marshall liked to eat in bed and Lily didn't.
I do like the snuggles.
You gotta have the snuggles, man.
But not over crumbs. I'm not fucking doing that.
I think you'll get over it.
You know how we get ants? That's how you get ants. You eat in bed.
I had a muffin in bed.
Just sit the fuck
2 weeks
up,
ago.
man. I sit on your fucking couch in your living room and eat your food.
No, I was already in bed. I was tired. I was watching Schitt's Creek, and I was like, you know what? I want a little snack. But I don't want to stop eating Schitt's Creek or get Like I had to get up to go get it out of the kitchen, but I wasn't going to sit back up. No, I didn't want to fully wake back up. I just wanted a little snack before I went to sleep.
I mean, so like there's things like Robert, you can agree.
You're a
with
food
me.
Nazi is what it is. You're a food
I'm
Nazi.
not. Don't even put the N-word with me. I'm not an N-word.
Alex, first of all,
use
that
the
is
N-word.
not the N-word,
I
okay?
don't use the N-word.
That is not the N-word. You can't just go off that.
Even though I definitely called an entire soccer team Nazis earlier this week. Whatever.
I thought you
Whatever.
were about to say you called an entire soccer team.
I would
the
never
N-word.
would never say that. No. But Robert, I think you can agree with me. Like you
Can we
you
title
love
this
Sam.
episode "Alex calls a soccer team the N-word"?
No, we won't say that. It's probably big time. But like there's like you love Sam. You've been with Sam forever. There's
Mhm.
things you're like, all right.
No, he
let's
doesn't
do
say
that.
the L word.
And it's like the eating in bed was a little bit of, and Emma doesn't eat in bed. But then one thing Emma does that like I'm like, I love the fuck out of you. This is weird to me. Is like when I brush my teeth at night before I go to bed, like I brush my teeth, throw a little mouthwash in it, do a little flossing. I'm done. Like not eating shit for the rest. Like eating is done. That ceases eating for the remainder of the night.
You don't know how to live, buddy.
She's my queen. She's my queen. I love her to death. I love her more than anything in the entire world. But she'll like brush her teeth, floss, mouthwash, and then she goes and eats a snack. I'm like, what are you doing? You just did away with all of this. You can't just.
That
You're
is
sleeping
weird.
with all of that.
One snack doesn't do it with you. The
Oh,
whole point of that
yeah,
is
really? Like,
cleaning your teeth.
You just cleaned them, and you're.
So you think
Be
you
like,
need to
I'm
clean
gonna
them at
I'm gonna
night?
go give my car a wash and then go mudding real fast
That's like
before
saying
bed.
how why would you eat in between brushing your teeth in the morning and at night?
No,
No,
You're brushing
it's
them at
not.
night. You're
Not
going to
at
brush them
all.
again in the
No.
morning. Why is that
Not at
different?
all. You brush
You're
your
going
teeth
to
in the
brush
morning,
them.
you brush your
You're
teeth at
going
night. It's the
to. It's
beginning and the
actually
end.
closer. It's actually closer that you're going to brush them again in the morning, between when you brush in the morning and at night. So eating
But then
between
why
night
brush
and
them
morning,
don't brush them until you're done eating.
maybe you don't know you're done eating.
But you agree with me, Bobby, right?
Yes, I agree with you. That is crazy.
I love
God damn, you
her.
guys are so
I
uptight,
love
man.
Emma. Emma's the best.
I'm going to
Emma's
tell
the
her.
best.
I'm gonna get Emma
He can hear
sometime
it.
this
She can
week.
hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she
She's-
can't hear
she's
me.
my
I'm gonna
queen.
sometime
I-
this week. I'm gonna get her to
Nobody
brush her
loves her
teeth
more than
next
I
to
do.
you. Go to the kitchen, get a snack, and then come back and just sit down in the bed next to you and start eating the
does.
snack,
She-
and then go
she-
good night.
No. Don't do that.
I'm gonna get her to eat a snack in bed after brushing her teeth.
And I'll let her because I love her, but I'll be like, let's go.
Oh, you'll let her? Oh, you're gonna let her.
Yeah, I'm the man.
You're gonna allow it, huh? What else are you gonna allow her to do with her body, huh? You fucking patriarchal asshole.
Well, there's a
her
couple things I
choice.
won't allow her to do. That's what the government says. I'm just following the laws, all right? Excuse me.
I'm so happy that you allow Emma to do things.
Big of me. Open-mindedness. But it is crazy though, right?
No,
I think it's a little bit crazy. Like, what is the point of brushing your teeth then?
you're cleaning them just because you just
The other
clean
day,
them doesn't mean you
I
can't
brushed
eat
my
anything.
teeth. I brushed my teeth, and Emma also works at this. She works at a cookie place that makes delicious cookies, and she brings me home delicious cookies sometimes. I love it. She's awesome. You really missed out because she thought you were coming over because your internet was shitty earlier last week. She brought
I
me.
would have loved a
She brought
cookie.
4 cookies. She was like, "Well, I thought Pat was gonna be here," and I was like, "He's not here, but I will have all of these cookies." And so I ate the cookies. The other day, I brushed my teeth, came back, saw I had a little bit of cookie left, and I was like, I really debated it because like that means I have to brush my teeth again.
No, it
I
doesn't.
did it. I just brushed my teeth again.
You're fucking weird, man.
It's weird going to like. What is the point of brushing your teeth if you don't get to go to bed with the smooth fucking feeling on your like? It's the best part of brushing your
If
teeth.
eating a little bit is gonna fuck your teeth up that bad, I don't know how you're
I'm not
eating
saying it's
so
gonna fuck it up.
wrong.
It feels weird going to bed with like gritty feeling teeth.
If eating a light snack
Unless you're drunk
is
and it
gonna
doesn't
make your
count.
teeth all gritty, then you're eating wrong. Are you like every bite you take, you fucking rub it on your teeth and
I bite
gotta
into
taste every
things
bit of
with
it.
my teeth. Yes. So then that Robert's on my side. It's 2v1. So as you always say, fuck you. You're wrong. You're in the wrong on this one.
Well, I've got Emma on my side too, so that's a tie, bitch. And I'm pretty sure if you brushed Wheezy's teeth, she would still like a snack after. So tie broken, I win. Why am I holding a spoon?
Wheezy is very.
Don't
good
even
at
remember
that.
picking.
What are
this
you
up
eating?
earlier. I'm not. Oh, you know what it was? I saw it on the ground earlier, and I picked it up with my toe, and I've been holding it ever since. I don't know why there's a
Emma.
spoon in here.
Emma, I love you. I'm not talking about your socks. Talking about no.
So
come here.
defensive.
She won't come in here. She's mad at me now. I was talking about how I think it's crazy that you brush your teeth and then you go eat stuff and then you go to sleep without brushing your teeth again.
Yeah, it's really gross.
She just said it's really gross.
It's really gross.
Pat was
You guys are-
dying on that hill for you.
No, I have a problem.
I love you though. I think you're perfect and you're my queen and I love everything about you. And
Don't
I'm
get me
glad
wrong.
you always
I
try to
don't
eat
doubt
my
that
bed.
I don't deny that I have lots of problems. I don't see that one
You
as
have
one
the
of them.
most problems.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand how I'm not sick 3 times a week.
No, that's like you are like just like an enigma.
One of my coworkers, she's just like, dude, you're God's favorite. There's no excuse
Ah,
other.
It makes
Like, you
sense.
never
Makes
get
sense.
sick. I was like, so if you want to say so, I think it has more to deal with the fact that like all of them have children, and that's why they're sick all the time because they're fucking little germ
Kids,
monsters.
yeah.
But I hang out with them while they're sick from their children, and I never get sick.
All right, let's move on. I have a couple of not cools I'd like to start with. The first one being the other night. It was over the weekend. I think it was Friday and Saturday. I was trying to play Xbox with friends. No big deal. I'm really into Fortnite. You guys know that. But shout out to Texas Cat Daddy / at a stream of cream on Twitter, Brandon. He's teaching me Fortnite, and I'm getting way better at it because of him and his crew. And they're like, "Yo, we're on right now. Hop on." And I hopped on, and Xbox was like, "Oh, the owner of this game must sign in." And I was like, "I like. Do you ever like you get in on something and like your cable's out, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's just me." And then you like Google it or you look it up, like Twitter. I'll just be like something like I was like Xbox down, and it was like, okay, actually, there's like 75,000 tweets in the last hour about this. Okay, it's not just me. And then I felt a little bit better. But then you had texted, we're in another group chat with some game people. You're like, I'm on fine. I'm like, go fuck yourself, Pat. How come you get to be on? What the
No,
fuck,
like
Pat?
no, because it showed like my thing showed Xbox is down, like when I loaded up my Xbox. But I still just tried to load into the game anyway, and it just did it. Like it was still showing Xbox was down,
Mine
but the game
would
was
just
still
try and it
loading.
would say like the person that owns this game needs to sign in. I'm like, I own the game. I own the game. I bought the game. I should be able to
Maybe
play
it
this
was
game whenever I want to play.
Fortnite that was down. Maybe you should have gotten
No,
on Call of Duty with
Because
us.
I tried
or Halo,
it. I tried
whatever
it
we
on
were
Grand
playing.
Theft Auto. I tried it on Call of Duty as well, and it didn't.
That's shocking to me because normally if anybody's shit is down, it is mine. I think I might be trying to upgrade my shit soon. Because
But I was pretty mad. I was
yeah.
pretty mad. And it was just like, it is a minor inconvenience. I got to hang out with Emma. We got to watch more TV. We got to hang out together and shit like that. So like, I wasn't upset. And like that I got to hang out with Emma. I was just pissed. I was like, I was gonna play Fortnite with the crew and like fuck. So fuck you, Xbox. Second not cool this week is we are moving studios. I've hinted towards this a couple of times in the podcast. And let's just say things haven't always worked right in the trial runs we've been doing this week. Like we work on radio, so microphones are very important. On Monday we went the microphones to people that call in, which is very important on the radio. Didn't work. So it was like,
That's
seems
fun.
like that should work. Like seems like one of the first things we should set up in a studio is microphones. There's a ton of engineers on this. There's so much stuff going on. They're installing a bunch of studios, so it's like it's no one person's fault. It's just the frustration of like, we were used to this one area, we went to this room, we did this, and we did this, and it was this way for the entire 7 years that I have been on this morning show. And now it's like, well, this is slightly different. Also, so is this. So if you listen to the Rod Ryan show and Pastor Gravy, and you listen to this before that, just man, please pray for us. Please pray for us tomorrow. It's been like I was telling you guys before we started, I was like, I've had nightmares multiple times this week about just like new studio related stuff. Might as well just go sleep. I'm just gonna take a sleeping bag and just sleep there so I can wake up at like 2:30 and make sure everything's okay. But
make sure you don't have a snack while you're in that sleeping bag because that'd be fucking gross.
I would never. But you did the whole thing a couple of years ago. Your work switched like you moved buildings, and it's like it is a bitch. Where you're like, oh, the stuff I used
It's
to put
different.
here is not here. I'm used to doing this. Like it's just you have a routine. People being thrown out of the routine is stressful, and I am being thrown out of my routine. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna all get through it on the show. And in 2 weeks, it's gonna be like nothing happened. But it's that 2 week grace period of just being like, fuck, I can't do this. Okay, shit, I gotta do this.
It really sucks. I hate when things change. I hate learning new things. Even if it's the same thing in a different space, it just muscle memory. That's a big part of it for you. Is just muscle memory. Like, oh, normally I do. Oh, fuck, it's not here anymore. I gotta use my left hand now.
Yeah. It's that just moving buildings. And it's not like the new building we're in is awesome. The new studio is way cooler looking. It's got way more state-of-the-art equipment. It's just I was used to the other stuff, and trying to figure that out for a couple of weeks is gonna be frustrating. So that's my not cool. What you got, Pat?
Before I go into my not cools, I want to give a shout out real quick to King Rager on Twitter. I believe new on Twitter. I don't know if he joined just to follow us. He's been interacting with us. He said he found a 12-pack, lucky day for him, of the Krampus 12-pack.
Fuck yeah, dude. I did see that.
Yeah, set that up, and he also had some Metzlies next to it. So I just want to give a quick shout out
to King Rager.
Not a shit out. That's very different. Good to have you at the Gravy Gang, buddy. I've got one. My first one is kind of a not cool plus a cool. So, I told you guys how my internet had been shit all last week, and like the picture on the screen was getting like pixelated and all that kind of stuff. So, my sister went and traded out the boxes and stuff, and turns out that like our plan had ended like a while ago, so we were just kind of paying month to month. So, like, the good part of it now is that I'm not going to be paying like $260, $270 a month. Now it's like $160 because like we re-signed onto a new one. But I'm also like, fuck, I was paying a shit ton for the last like 3 years for no reason. It's like, goddamn. But like, and also now I got to think like, maybe I can also upgrade my internet for like, maybe I think it's like another $20 a month. I'm like, fuck, I'm still coming out on top. So I'm probably going to end up upgrading that shit to have faster service. So like I said, a little not cool mixed with some good cool, because saving a lot of money now. That's pretty cool. The other one is I did all my yard work today, and then I went and I was like, you know what? It's time. I need to shave my head. It's getting hot out. This shit's getting too long. My electric trimmers I think it's about time to replace them. They're shit in the bed and dying. Like, I don't know if it's because my hair was kind of like wet still, or if it was just like knotted and too dry or something, but it took me like 4 times, like, it just like you're just buzzing here. No, it was not really catching the hair. And like, it's not like I just have the thing on, like I had a clip on it and everything, but it was like some of the hair was getting caught in it and
tugging.
Not even really tugging. It wasn't cutting. So like I would, like when the shit was really long on the side, I would run it through there and it would cut some of it. So then like I would, you think you put the buzzer against the side of your head and pull it through. There's just going to be a line right there where the hair is short. No, it just like wasn't cutting it. Like it would catch some of the hair. It took me probably like 20, 25 minutes to shave my head.
Was it charged all the way?
No, it's plugged into the wall. It's not.
See,
it's
I've had that on the like face trimmer where it's like I forgot to charge it after a couple of uses, and then you go and you're like 3/4 of the way done, and it's just like, and it's like, oh shit, this is not good.
No, I use a corded one. The cord's like the plug is right there. I use this thing, I don't know, a week ago to trim my beard, and it was fine. But as soon as I go to do my hair, I'm telling you, normally shaving my head. Between? No, I got a different one. I got a wholly different one for that one. But like I would say normally to shave my head maybe 8 minutes. And this took like 25 minutes. Because it just was not catching the hair. And I'm telling you, 8 minutes, and that includes like I get everything off and then I just keep going over it a couple times to like get as much as I can. This it took forever. I was so because I finished up in time. I was like, I'm gonna shave my head, take a shower, maybe get a couple games in before we do the podcast. I
Sweep up the
finished.
hair.
What?
Sweep up the hair.
No, I told you I started my new hair pile today.
Oh, okay, you're right.
I'm not joking about that either.
No, I know. That's why I just wanted to
So
bring
there's
up
a lot more
I
hair
have
that
all
comes
these chores
off.
I have to do, but none of them include cleaning up the hair that I just put
well,
all
I
over my floor.
finished. Like I didn't sweep it up right then. Like I usually
Typical
what I-
guy. I finished whatever else. now.
Yeah. No, I shaved it and then I jumped in the shower immediately because I don't want to track little hair across the house. Then like I showered and I was like, well, I got like maybe 10 minutes before we hop on the thing. So like I didn't even have time to do anything. I was like, man, this is bullshit. We should have been able to get a couple games of Halo, maybe some MLB in. By the way, last night won the 2023 World Series on MLB The Show with the Astros. No big deal. Brought home another ship to the boys, but yeah, so a lot of positives with my
Hashtag
negatives this
earned
week.
it.
Oh, I earned it. Except not really. I didn't hit very well in the postseason, but the team still pulled through.
Still 2023 champs, bitches.
Hey, JV retired on top though afterwards.
No
was in the
way he
bullpen
makes
for
that
me. It was
this year,
weird.
right? No.
Well,
way.
it was 2023. It was next. It was after. It was not this year. Then it was one more full year.
So it's
This
two-
is the 20.
Oh,
this
shit,
is the
okay.
2022 season.
He's retiring at the end of this year, right?
He wants to pitch till he's 45. I think
Yeah.
he's
Well, I want $1
39.
million.
No, I mean,
I'm just being.
yeah, he's coming off a
I'm just
major
being
injury, but
contrarian.
JV so far this year has still looked like he's still JV.
Nestor. He's no Nestor. I hardly know her.
Nestor ain't no JV. You know what? Nestor is JV compared to JV.
That's actually a perfect segue to my not cool.
Yeah, get it.
Is people online complaining about broadcasters doing their job and
Oh my
mentioning
god.
they have to say the words no hitter.
You don't though. I'm not mad at them for doing it because they are doing their job, but you don't have to say it.
You don't have to say that. You don't say the word no hitter. To me, that is my big tell. It's like, bro, you're breaking the. You don't say the word no hitter. You're like, he hasn't allowed a hit through 6 innings. Justin Verlander enters the 7th inning and he's walked 2. He hasn't allowed a hit through 7. That's the way you frame it. That's not bad. When you're
He
like
actually had a
Justin
perfect going through
Verlander,
7.
no hitter alert. You're like, fuck you, get out, get
No,
out.
no, I wouldn't even do it that way. I would be like, JV's been really dealing today, guys. I don't know about you. I haven't really noticed any traffic on the bases. Maybe you might want to check the box score just to make sure on that. Like I would lay it on thick, but like
Not a ton, yeah, not a ton of
just
traffic
don't
on
say
the
the
bases.
words. Even if you did it like you said, Alex, like he hasn't.
Well, that's what they
even
that's
saying
what most of them do.
allowed
That's
any
a-
hits. I don't really like that either,
No,
but I'm
no,
okay
no.
with it. You just don't say the words no.
He's kept. You don't say
hitter.
the two. Yeah, you don't say those two together.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
always what I was not to brag about being a big J journalist. I did graduate with broadcast journalism as my degree. And it was like Mickey Herskowitz used to be the I think it was the Sunday sports guy, what Sports Sunday on Houston ABC 13. Mickey Herskowitz was that guy forever. And he was like,
That's a
"You just
great
don't-"
name.
Yeah, it was he was the most amazing, like one of the most amazing professors I've ever had.
That's
in
a
my entire life.
fire fucking name.
He there was that Dallas Cowboys series. It was like a 6-part series that came out a long time ago, and he had the DVD box set. I
The
guess he was
Cocaine
a big
Cowboys?
Cowboys fan. No, but it was basically just talking about like how like they traded the Herschel Walker trade on, basically how they built the dynasty of the Cowboys, and like you had to write a whole paper
Fucking
on it, and I
Minnesota
wrote an
Vikings.
entire 5-page paper on why I couldn't say a positive thing about the Dallas Cowboys because I was taught to hate the Dallas Cowboys and how I hoped nothing but the worst for the Dallas Cowboys. And he gave me an A on it. And he was like, I respect that you stuck to your guns and you said that you didn't like the Cowboys and you gave me reasons why. I was like, I fucking love you, Mickey Herskowitz. I fucking love that guy. That guy was awesome. Mickey Herskowitz was the shit, dude.
Fucking Minnesota Vikings.
But like he did tell us, he was like, no hitters are cool. You don't talk about a no hitter until the 5th inning. The 5th inning is really the kind of tell.
Yes.
That's when you start watching. But he was like, if you are on a broadcast, it is frowned upon in baseball. It's one of the unwritten rules in baseball. You don't say the words no hitter. And he told us some other ways to tease it. And it was like, he was telling people that were also like calling Sam Houston baseball games that were like radio people at Sam Houston. They were like, yeah, you say, oh, go ahead into the bottom of the 7th. Justin Verlander going in, walked 2, has allowed no one on base or no one else on base or whatever. Like you just frame it in a way where it's like, okay, hey, no hits through 3, no hits through 7. You know, like you just don't say it's a no hitter bid. Because
Actually,
ESPN fucking does it. ESPN sent me a no fucking hitter bid from Nestor Cortez on Monday, and then he like within 35 seconds gave up a hit.
I actually said
I knew it was over when
yesterday
ESPN sent me the thing.
because my coworker goes, "Dude, JV's dealing right now, right?" And I go, "Yeah, I mean, from what I could tell, I haven't really been watching because we were both at work." And he looks at me, and goes, "No, JV's dealing right now, right?" And I look up the box score, and I go, "Oh yeah." I go, "Well, it's only through 4. Like it's really not even mentioning until 5." And he goes, "Yeah, that's true." And then, we see what he did. Also, shout out, what was his name, Robert, for the Angels rookie that threw a no last night?
Detmer.
Yeah.
Reed Detmer.
Mhm.
Congrats
This
to
has
that
been a
kid.
very big week for like no hitters / almost no hitters. There've been like 4
Yeah.
guys that have almost pulled off no hitters.
Man,
It's
I love how
weird.
Robert said his not cool was
Baseball
people bitching about it, and then me and Alex just both bitched about it for 10 minutes.
No, but like that is like I understand
we
what you're saying,
hijacked the
Robert.
shit out of one
I
and did
understand
exactly what
you're
you said.
I do understand what you're saying. But
Yeah.
it's like there's ways around it without being. You just don't say he's taking a no hit bid into like that's when you curse him.
Yeah. You can't say though, Robert, that you don't hate that when it's like no hitter alert flashing.
He's got a
across the
no
bottom of the
hitter
screen.
through 7. Like stop fucking saying that word. Don't say that word.
I don't
can
hate
say-
it.
There have been no hits allowed through. You just don't say he's got a no hitter through. No hitter is the
Dude,
curse.
they could still flash the alert and be like, Justin Verlander pitching alert, and just put the stat line on the bottom, and people would figure out what the fuck they meant.
But no
Just
hitters
don't
don't
say
even
it.
like.
It's
Like
the
the
most
special-
superstitious game in all of sports.
Then that's what I don't like about it. That's what I don't like about it. Like people,
You practical motherfucker.
you
Look,
need
you're
people
rooting for a
to
team
pay
that
attention.
cheated the entire way to a championship, and I'm just kidding.
You need people to pay attention. You need people to like to tune in and like, hey,
Yes.
something could be happening.
But do you ever
Put
get like
the
the
alert out and just don't put
Yeah.
the 2 words no and hitter next to each other.
You got to
do
let
you ever
people
get
know.
do you ever get the alert though? And it's like, who was was it Edwin? Whatever, somebody Edwin. He pitched a no hitter on the Diamondbacks.
threw a
and it was like
no-hitter.
he threw a no hitter, but it was like the most walks ever in a no hitter. He allowed like 6 or 7 guys on base, but no hits at all. It was Edwin Jackson, I want to say. Then he went and pitched for the Cardinals after that. I don't know, but I remember like getting the text from ESPN on my phone. It was like, hey, Edwin Jackson, no hit bid heading into the 9th inning. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the Diamondbacks. Like no hitters, or like it happens so often. Like a perfect game.
It really doesn't though.
A perfect game is insane. Like when you look at the amount of people that have thrown a perfect game, it's like a very
Look
small.
at the amount of people that have thrown a no hitter.
I'm not saying it's not cool, and it's cool, but it's like I don't give a shit unless it's like a team that like
No.
it's somebody that I like, or it's my
You
team.
have to be so ridiculously perfect.
I absolutely would have been talking shit if Nestor Cortez threw a no hitter the other day. I absolutely would have, but I wouldn't have really had a leg to stand on because it was against fucking Dallas, so it doesn't really count because garbage fucking franchise.
I found
But-
out what you're talking about. Edwin Jackson versus the Tampa Bay Rays, June 25th, 2010.
Look at me.
Eight walks, 1 hit by pitch, 6
That's
strikeouts, and 149 pitches.
How many? But there were like also like errors too.
149?
Yeah, no, it was.
149.
I remember like I tuned in. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, and I ended up like seeing how it happened. Like that was fucking crazy. That was fucking crazy. Like he just was pegging people with the ball, and like
He
I
threw
got out of it.
he threw 70 in the first 3 innings.
Yeah,
That's a man
I think
after
he-
my
I
heart.
think he walked.
Absolute
I think he
no
walked, like,
control, but it's
5.
effective.
I think he walked like 5 in those innings, though. I remember like
Oh, he walked
going
8.
back.
He walked 8.
No,
No,
but I
he's
think
saying in the
5 of
first-
them were
Oh,
in the
and
first
then-
3 innings. Like it was wild. 'Cause
Effectively wild.
And it's always cool, like that guy, the Detmer guy. I had no idea.
Did he
who
give
that
up
guy
any
was.
runs, Robert?
No, it was a no-hitter.
You can have a no-hitter and give up a
Yeah,
run.
that's true.
Not
No,
that
I
I
don't
see
think
Fuck, it
so.
happened to me. I fucking
Okay.
not gonna lie, not to brag. I had a fucking 1-run no-hitter when I was in junior high. I got into the final fucking inning, struck out a guy. Next guy ground ball to shortstop. He airmails it over the fucking first baseman's head. Guy gets to second base. Strike out the next guy. Ground ball to third base. He bobbles it, throws it to first, bounces off the first baseman's glove, dribbles away. Guy scores from fucking second. Strike out the third guy. I had 3 of my infielders make errors on 2 plays that cost me a fucking perfect game.
Do you think
So it
I
ended
could-
up a
I could
1-run
get it off of
no-hitter.
you?
AJ Hinch was the manager.
Yeah, he was the Diamondbacks, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that was such a I don't like. Was it how crazy was that recollection? Though I said 7, he walked 8. I was close, but it was because then he went and pitched for the Cardinals, and he was very mediocre for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I
But,
will
like-
not stand for any slander of, it's just a no-hitter. Fuck
And
you,
I'm
that
not-
shit is
I'm
hard.
not saying that, but it's like once you like just in baseball, it doesn't become as special to me because it happens like 12 times
Because you don't know
a
what
year.
the fuck you're talking about.
It happens but it happens a couple times a year, and it's like cool every year, every time you see like the highlights of it. But it's like I don't give a fuck if it's the fucking Padres.
I
no
saw
hitter, you know.
I saw somebody tweet yesterday. They're like, how the fuck are the Rays always the ones that are winning 92 games a year but get no hit like 3 times a year?
Because they're
It's
all
always the fucking Rays. They just keep winning, but a couple times a year, I don't know if they have, team strip club night. And then the next day they all just show up hungover as fuck and they can't see the ball. But I swear to God, I want to say like 4 out of the last 6 no-hitters have been done against the Rays.
I remember Carlos Zambrano when he pitched on the Cubs. We're just talking baseball the whole fucking podcast, guys. Sorry. Carlos
No,
Zambrano.
sorry.
He I think it was one of those Milwaukee games after the hurricane that they had to play where it was like not in Chicago, not in Houston. And I want to say it was the Astros he threw it against. It might have been the Cardinals, but he threw a no-hitter and there were like 2 errors in it. And it was like, I was at one point like, do you think anybody ever just like swats the ball? Like, I'm not going to get to it, but if I swat it, it's an error. So it's not on the no-hitter still stays alive. Like, do you think anybody's like, fuck it. Like, no-hitter
No.
alive.
If they can hit it with their glove, it means they're laying out trying to make the fucking play. They're not
I
just
know,
like,
but
I'm gonna
and
swat
obviously,
at
I think it was Alfonso Soriano like laid out and it hit the top of his glove. And I was like, but do you think like he was also like, well, if I make a move, then I can.
no,
I
he's
can
trying to
save
make the
Zambo.
play.
Right, but also
Because
like,
if it doesn't hit
it's
your
still
glove,
an error, so it doesn't count.
well, even if it can hit your glove and not be an error.
No, but like you could also like it will still be an error sometimes.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. And shout out to Edwin Jackson. We're dedicating this podcast to him and Raimundo Benavidez. If we could get Edwin Jackson on the podcast somehow, let's just do it. Like, remember
And
that
I would
time?
like to dedicate it also to Uncle Mike because he made a diving catch yesterday for JV. And I know Mike doesn't like to dive a lot anymore. He's getting a little bit older. So shout out to him for selling out his body for JV.
All right, let's move on to our final segment of this podcast. It's the answers segment. You hit us up, ask us any question with a high thought, something you thought of while drunk, something you saw on the internet you wanted our opinions on, just, a relationship advice, whatever it is. At Past Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. You can email them to us, answers@pastgradepod.com. Please hit us up on Twitter first. That's where we check every week. At Past Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what's the question?
Any questions?
Our first question, ironically, comes from Edwin Jackson. No, actually, it's Skylar Lester at OMG. It's Skylar on Twitter. Skylar says, do welcome mats automatically allow vampires to gain access to buildings? because you have to invite them inside. Remember, we learned this on this podcast. You're supposed to invite a vampire inside. I think it would have to say welcome. For them
No,
to be
I would say only if
invited.
if the vampire was formerly a lawyer. Because they would have to be able to argue, be like, oh, well, you put down the mat. So by you putting down the mat, you are welcoming people
not
to
breaking and
your
entering.
home. Actually, no, as I said, because you're welcoming them to your home. You're not welcoming them
It said, come on in.
into your home.
It said, come on in. That's a different game.
If it said come on in, if it just says welcome.
No, I get you. Pat's freezing, isn't it?
Yeah, Pat's freezing a little bit.
Okay. All right. I was freaking out. When you were gone that week and we froze, I was like, oh, fuck. We're about to lose like 2.5 hours of audio right now. I'm glad. Like Robert, for those of behind the scenes, Robert backs up the audio and video that we do as well. So at least if like something happens, Robert has it. Pat doesn't. Because Pat records on a fucking iPad. So I was like, oh shit, we're about to lose all of the podcasts today. But yeah, no, I think like that if a vampire has to be invited inside, welcome just means like thanks for coming onto our property. Yep.
Yeah. Welcome to the house, not welcome inside the house.
Right. There's no TI.
My back?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know what the fuck just happened there. That was weird.
It's cool. It's cool. Can you hear him?
Yeah, but he's got to use his headphones and mic. It's connected to the iPad mic.
No. Phones.
That's Bobby.
Is that better?
Like doing technical stuff.
That doesn't sound better.
I plugged in the headphones. Is that better?
We'll get it through this. We'll figure it out. All right. Hey, apologies for the audio on Pat's in right now. Moving on though. Yeah, I think that you have to be invited inside if you're the vampire, you know, like just having welcome on your mat does not mean like, hey, breaking and entering is tight too. Fighting and entering either.
I concur.
Shout out to Ben Polizzi. This was on Twitter, and he says, throwing rocks at a girl's window. The original You Up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that. I was never. Because I thought I'm going to break the window. I'm going to totally break the window.
Oh, yeah. I threw heat.
And like, we lived in Katy, where a lot of people had those like window alarms. I remember trying to sneak out of a friend's house one time. We would go to this chick's house. She's got this party going on. It's tight. Your parents are gonna go to bed. I told my parents I'm staying at your house. Our other friend told his parents that he's staying at my house. It's foolproof. And we lifted the window. It was like, God fucking damn it! His parents knew shit, didn't they?
I mean, I didn't have none of that shit, but
yeah. I definitely think because I was gonna say, is it John Cusack that held the boombox, the original You Up, but like, was that at night?
But I think throwing rocks at windows was before that.
Yeah, and it was just little pebbles, just like, come on, let's go, slide down the terrace. So yes,
I'm trying to think of what they would have done earlier. No, I mean that's the original.
It was all arranged marriages before then.
Oh, we ain't talking about marriages at throwing rocks.
I'm just saying,
hours, okay?
Yeah, no, that was after arranged marriages were a thing of the past. Originally, it was just arranged marriages. Here, give me this goat. You can marry my daughter.
But I'm talking those hours. You ain't trying to arrange a marriage.
Oh, I got you.
You're trying to arrange breaking a box spring.
Remember the days of like when you'd have the phone that was like the house phone? You'd try and like talk to your girlfriend in the middle of the night, and it was like, oh shit, anybody could just pick up this phone. That was the worst.
I mean,
Alex,
you had
like, God damn it.
then.
Yeah.
Congrats,
right.
stud.
We got next. Gen Z Zach Woodruff at Surf the Void, and that's void with a 1 as the I at the end of it. At Surf the Void on Twitter. He says, if someone recorded themselves grave robbing, would it be considered an unboxing video?
Only if you open the casket.
If they were
actually,
grave
Yeah.
robbing, you wouldn't grave rob like ashes.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, I was like, wait, nobody just throws shit down into the hole after the casket closes. So yeah, definitely. It's unboxing.
100%. It'd be a really creepy unboxing video.
Now,
Jake Paul, like a Logan Paul, whatever it is, whichever one of the Paul brothers did the suicide for us. It's like, yo, we're gonna go do a crazy unboxing. You're like, wait, that's a body though. We got a ring though.
It's a little dark.
It was dark, but whatever.
I mean, also, a side question that kind of goes with this one. If you pull her panties to the side, is that an unboxing?
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Yes. Absolutely it is.
Oh, that kind of goes in right, goes weird enough right into this next one. From Daniel Weston at Danny_Weston. If you were to suck your own dick, do you think it would feel more like sucking a dick or getting your dick sucked? It would feel more like sucking a dick.
I think it would, yeah, because you're doing the chore.
Yeah. And also there's a dick in your mouth. Nothing else will feel like if you've got a dick in your mouth, it only feels like sucking a dick.
As someone that has never done that, I would imagine
Same.
That's what it feels like.
That's why I'm saying, like, if there was a dick in my mouth, I would not be able to feel anything else at that point.
But that's like, okay, like
That made Robert smile. I was proud of that one.
I mean, like again, like the whole like we make the 69 jokes, but I feel like the 69 is very confusing. Where it's like I'm not a great multitasker. You know?
Imagine how much worse it would be if you were on top.
Of like
just feel
sucking
bad
on
for her.
dick, or
No, I mean,
on
like,
top of,
no, if you were on top during the 69,
I was trying to imagine.
you're just choking her at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're a guy and you do that,
That's a
you
good
do it
thing
that
I'm
way,
waiting for
you're an
marriage.
asshole.
It's a good thing I'm waiting for marriage. Shout out to me. You know what? There's some people in this world that are still pure. Some people, not all, but some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert, what do you definitely think you'd be like? It's like sucking a dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because like you're not familiar with it, so it's like this is the thing I'm doing. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I mean, half the fun of getting
And
your
you
dick
got
sucked
to
is
do
just-
the work. You're doing the work, you know?
Exactly. Well, I mean, I was gonna say that's half the. I don't know if half the fun, but half the good part of it is just that you're sitting there doing nothing. You're just enjoying. If you're doing the work yourself, then it takes away half the fun of it.
And then you're just like, man, this is a really subpar blowjob.
Yeah, my jaw hurts.
My jaw wouldn't hurt. My jaw was just like, that's it.
Use less teeth.
All right. Our next question. That got me. Our next question is from our final question of the week is from Raimundo Benavides at Kmundo B. We love you, buddy. He says, would you rather pee out of your nostrils or poop out of your ears? This is a really tough one, honestly.
Poop out of my ears.
Okay. Hear me
You
out.
just plug one ear, tip your head to the side, and launch that shit out of there. You're pissing out of your nostrils. You're smelling piss, and it gets stuck in your mustache.
No.
It goes down
Great-
your lips. It's going
great
down
point.
your lips into your beard. You're just gonna smell like piss.
Great point. But I think that piss is probably easier to clean off of you than snot, where snot hangs out. When you're shitting out of your ear, like you gotta wipe your ear. Like there's weird like shit gunk on your there's in your I mean people don't look at my asshole, but like there's like crevices on your ear where it's like there's just shit all over. Like you got a bad shit.
Not
bag,
that hard to clean.
Like, you know, you do that out of your ear and it's like it's all up here, it's all right there. You know, you eat some bad Thai food It's just yeah. I think
Think,
it. I
think about if we were
you
having
get,
this conversation right here, though, and I was able to just sit here, tilt my head into this coffee cup, and take a shit, and then not even break the conversation. I grab a wet wipe, I clean this shit right there, and then like even as grab a Q-tip, finish it off right there.
I'm just
I'm
watching
done.
you clean shit out of like. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want.
No, you don't
that at
have to.
all.
I'm just saying, how
I
much more
think-
efficient is that than pissing down your? Because yeah, unless you put your face, especially if
But
you
when
have
you
to pee
blow
really
your
bad,
nose, I think snot. Like I'm not saying I.
you're
would
gonna
wanna
hit
piss
your
out of it,
lips. You're gonna hit your lips, and you're gonna taste it.
but it's sterile.
Okay, but I still don't want to.
Patches
taste
O'Houlihan
piss.
taught me that. Patches O'Houlihan taught me that.
What if you're
Oh,
dehydrated?
you can
and
like
you,
the
got,
taste.
you had some asparagus, and you're pissing out of your nose, and you have to smell that.
You don't think you're gonna smell shit when you shit out of your ear? It's right there, dude.
I smell shit when I shit in the toilet. I mean, then you leave it where it is, and you leave the
Yeah,
room.
and it's further from you. It's closer. Like I think snot is harder to hide than piss. Like if you were dripping piss, like yeah, it smells.
I don't want
If,
to piss
like,
on my
if you-
lips.
But if you had like a runny nose and piss came out, like that sucks. It sucks.
What's the
but when it's-
deal with
What's
pissing
the
on your
deal with
lips?
pissing on your lips? Please let us know if you've made it this far in the podcast. I appreciate you. We love you. You are the best listeners because y'all have stuck with us this far.
I
I'm
was
so
on a
sorry.
date
I'm
last
so-
Thursday. I went in for a kiss, and she didn't wipe her lips clean. What's the
I-
deal with that?
I was talking to Rod this morning, and I was telling him about, I was trying my shitty Howard Stern impression. I was like, "What the fuck is the deal with pissing out of your nose?" And it's just like that's not a great Howard Stern at all. And he was just like, "You sound like you're Jerry Seinfeld trying to pretend that he's Howard Stern." I was like, that is 199% of my bits are just me pretending that I'm Jerry Seinfeld doing other things. That I realized that today.
My I've never done a Howard Stern before, but let me try it right now. It'd be more like, oh yeah, Robin.
Hey now.
Oh yeah, Robin,
I mean-
that looks good.
I mean,
oh
Pat,
Robin, show me
what
those
the
tits.
fuck is with these young women trying to?
No,
date
no, you
these
can't
older
go.
guys?
You can't. Anything that is what is with it becomes Seinfeld immediately. You gotta.
No, but Howard Stern's whole thing is like, what the fuck? I mean, you're riding a Sibian. You're fucking Ryan Seacrest.
Baba
Tell
Booey,
us about this.
Baba Booey. Get the microphone down next to her asshole. That's
Howard Stern is the funniest
That's
though,
Howard
because he was
Stern.
like super like edgy guy, and now he's like
he's so woke.
exact.
What the
opposite.
fuck
It's like,
happened?
hey, remember when women had to sit on Sibians and hold their hands up above their head, or else they were canceled? Remember, was that you on that show, or was that not you on that show? Okay, cool. Thank you for lecturing us on how we should act. What the
Fucking
fuck?
Howard. Yeah, so I guess I'm outvoted on this one. I would
I
definitely
think
take the shit.
I just like when you have like a runny nose, snot is harder to hide, I feel like, than piss. And I think that it's like if these are your two options, I would rather have piss coming out of my nose. Because you can what is it? Fucking a snot rocket. You can snot rocket.
I've never been able to do that.
I've never either. I was so jealous of people in
Anytime I've
football.
ever tried it, I've gotten snot on my shirt.
All over your shirt. I can't tell when I played football in high school. I cannot tell you how many football practices,
So you're
Or for, like-
guaranteed to get piss on your shirt every time you have to pee. Is what
but
you're
not
telling me.
shit. But not shit.
I'm not getting shit on anything. I'm gonna lean into
We don't
it.
know.
Like,
We don't know.
you
You're getting
can't-
shit all over the side of your shorts.
You cannot lean your nose any way that doesn't run down your face.
I'm not gonna
Even
change
if
their mind. But I can't
I'm
tell you
just
how many
trying to-
times I
you
tried
can
to
lead a
snot
horse to
rocket
water, but you
and
can't
then,
make him drink.
like in the little football half shirts you had, tried to snot rocket, and you're just like, oh shit. It's just there's just snot all over this. That's fine. We'll just do this for fifth period.
Dude, sometimes I just cough into my shirt and then I'm like, oh, I need to walk to the back because I have a loogie in the middle of my shirt right now.
I had a sneeze like that the other day. It was just like there was just
All over your arm.
all over your elbow. You're just like, oh, sick. All right, well, whatever. All right, guys. So I think 2 out of 3 of us would rather piss out of our nose than shit out of our ear.
I want to put that one to a poll.
That's a really good question, Mundo. We love you, buddy. You're the best. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for spending
Love
time
you
out
all.
every week to listen to us. You guys, like, y'all make our world go round. Y'all are the best. Please share us with a friend. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen to Robert's A Recent Study Suggests Voyage Houston recommended. Now he's probably big time. We get it, whatever. But go support our boy. We still love him no matter what. And you guys are the best. Bobby, you're the best. And you guys have a great rest of your week. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Shawty got. Shawty got.